truly steady. Let's jump into Reignbreaker. This is a really cool looking game. We got this new dare drop. We have a couple of dares we'll be working on unlocking. One of them is to just beat a boss, and the other one is to collect 1,000 keys. Start a new game. I'm excited. This game looks really fucking cool. The striking visual style is the first thing that caught my eye.
With Her Highness.
And I'm playing a video game, so the first thing I want to do is go the wrong way, because that's how it works. So, first things first. So we got some punchies. Very good. Very good. Oh, and then what's this? Is this... Oh, that's the javelin thing we heard about. Okay, that's a javelin. Bam. Oh, I broke shit. And then also El Gaso, and so that resub, 76 years of resubbing, or of subbing rather. El Gaso, you've been subbing for so long. When are you gonna be a Dami? All right. When are you gonna top me after all these years being such a tease? No, thank you, buddy. Thank you for that raid. I'm sorry for that raid. For that resub. Thank you for raiding the notifications with the resub. Alex, is this great value Hades? You could think that. Oh, wait, what did I place? I placed like a little drone. Oh no, it's like our it's like a lance.
Overheated.
Oh, it overheats. It overheats. Look at that. Okay.
Can't use the javelin when it's overheated.
Can use the overjet. So when then it cools down, then you can use it. And that does this overheat it as well? It do overheat it. So you can't just go crazy with javelin shenanigans. You can dash. Oh, I see. Well, hold on. No, I don't. You see, the dash is pretty generous. The cooldown for the dash is pretty generous. Like half a second for a cooldown, which is pretty good.
Who trespasses in this bastion? Flee now and save yourself. Obey thy queen.
Yeah, visual style for sure, and I assume probably control scheme as well.
She's broadcasting down here. I must resist that voice.
So we're an antagonist, apparently. We're not a antagonist, we are the antagonist.
You seem surprised. You thought yourself safe from my whispers here in the underground? No one can hide from my command.
I was thinking the same thing, Augusto. When I first saw this game, I saw people comparing it to Hades. My thought was, it needs more horns.
Speak of hiding, cowering behind a screen. When I find you and we meet face to face, I will shut you up for good.
Like, look at the people we're talking to. The scary queen lady on the monitor. We can't see their face. We can't see, jiggling personalities. I can't see any, like... I mean, we don't even know, like, the shape of mouths or anything, and imagine things going into them. Like, how am I supposed to get horny off of this vague silhouette you're giving me? Maybe they're teasing us. Maybe there's, like, crazy amount of horns coming in hot. You can only hope. You can only be so lucky. The keys we're finding, that's our currency, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so spooky looking thing here. I'll loot more vaults first. Okay, go left and break into the vault. Gotcha. Is it sealed? We must find a thing to unseal it.
Seals first.
Okay. All right. I'm such a fake gamer, man. I was saying earlier how I'm playing this backwards because I'm playing a game that is obviously, I'm sure, inspired by Hades, but I haven't actually played Hades yet. A game that everybody in the world has really enjoyed.
A lock. It connects to the vault.
I saw like the shapes on the wall. I thought it was maybe like a shadow of something behind. It was like hiding somewhere. Destroy the bad guys. Okay, it sounds simple enough. Before they get you, destroy them before they get you. Before I do that,
there has to be a vault lock nearby.
Thinking like if there's anything I could break.
A lock. It connects to the vault.
I'm gonna maybe turn down the voice volume slightly, just slightly. Turn it down to 69. Nice and round and happy number. Very good.
By my spare, if it isn't you, Clef, a most unwelcome.
They knew who I am. I don't know who you are.
Is that you, Ardia? I should have known. Still serving the queen like a slavering guard dog, I see.
You should never have come here, Clef. You betrayed us. You betrayed your oath.
So we're spear sisters. I wonder, yeah. They call them javelins. They look more like lances. Like the kind of lance that is used in, jousting.
Against a tyrant, it's resistance.
Resistance is just a pretty word for treason.
Vanquish thy flows? Thy foes and thy flows.
This could have been you if you were not so ungrateful.
Okay, doing some projectile shenanigans. I see how it is. Throw that thing. Oh, and exploded. Hell yeah. So going for, like, throwing the javelin is big damage. Broke a bunch of stuff. Ooh, wow, pretty. Look at all the shinies I got. I'll pick up the shinies. It's an artifact. Okay, so we got a few options. Damage dealt by your bayonet is increased. That's our melee weapon. Throw has a chance to inflict stun. Slam and throw generates less heat. 25%. One chance 10%. More... Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe... Oh, no. Our punch would be just... Well, the melee weapon is probably called punch. So this is the thing we throw. That one's rare, which probably means it's better. Probably. Bayonet attachment that fires powerful projectiles unless the javelin is overheated. Throw the javelin at enemies. Okay. Yeah, stun enemies can... Okay, it's nice they give us a little a preview, or like the explanation of what each thing means. Okay. Yeah, it is a lot of UI things.
I can raise
which
the
is
bridge
a little bit
now.
like a bit much. Like, it's cool and it's very stylish, but yeah, it is a little distracting. All right, so we're good there. And that broke this thing. So now I think we go back. We have a map. In case you get lost. in case you get lost one room ago.
Forward now.
Yeah, it's very, like, in your face. Very punk rock. Very, very loud visuals. Do you have the UI scaled up? No. There is an option to hide the UI. Let's see if there's any other UI scaling options I just didn't notice. Map opacity. There's the disable the HUD. Any scaling things that I had not noticed. Green shake. Yeah, then we get into unlocking stuff. I can make the font larger. That would just make the font larger, obviously. So yeah, nothing scaled up necessarily. Seeing a little bit of jittering as I'm kind of going into new areas as it's like loading things in. Smash the statue for health. Sure, I could use a little bit of health. Grab that thing. Of course, the nice thing is that all the pop-ins, all the UI pop-ins are for tutorials, and once we learn the basics, we won't need nearly as, or won't get nearly as many of them. So just for this first couple of sequences, I imagine it'll be extra loud and proud. Like the little spray paint indicating, like, yes, go this way, and also the sword and shield telling us that, like, there will be fighting most likely, most assuredly. Also the syringe pointing this way, I guess, is to say there's health that way. The little nudges of knowing where to go next and what to expect. I'm gonna guess that that's not good. Spikes on the floor. Yeah, the kind of vaguely kind of punk rock spray paint and graffiti kind of vibes. It is cool. I do like it. I don't know if I should do that yet. Let's break some more stuff here. Raise the volume a little bit on my end. So let's start the fight. Destroy the bad guys before they get your ass. And that, of course, leads this way. Oh, we already have some bad guys. And it does beat the shit out of them.
Guts. I was spotted.
So we're getting right into it. Like the voices are like still quite loud. I feel like they got louder maybe? Turn them down even more. Down to 50. There we go. There's some health there, although I haven't taken too much damage yet. Of course, this is a Hades-like, so I'm guessing taking damage is kind of what you're supposed to do. Or not taking damage, but you're not expected to, like, you know, win the first try every time. You're expected to get your ass kicked, and that's when you, like, buy upgrades, probably. So when you kill these guys, you key their asses. And then you unlock their faces. Alright, so we still have, like, the big scary room. Maybe I should just go and do that now, actually. Big scary room. Oh, fuck! I wasn't paying attention.
This could have been avoided.
It could have been avoided if I would have paid attention. Yeah. Let's go ahead and, actually, to be clear, if I slam this thing down... I set a trap, it says? Oh, okay. Maybe that means the bad guys, like it'll activate when the bad guys run over it. That'd be really cool if it did.
What is this? Fresh blood? How delightful.
Bloodletter.
They have mosquitoes in here.
Is that what that buzzing is? What's up, Game and Browse with the blue redemption? Good to see you, buddy. Here's Bomber Friend. There he goes. There he goes. We're enjoying a cool new game called Reignbreaker. This just came out today, actually. And no, you're not hallucinating. It is probably a Hades-like.
How
It's a fair
dare you.
assessment.
I am one of the Queen's most revered medics.
Buzz off.
And we're going to vanquish some foes.
No touching you here. He is under Her Majesty's protection.
So after a bunch of smackerinos like that, it does... Like, a lot of the special attacks do overheat the javelin. Like the stun move, or not the stun, the slam move, that kind of thing. It's very cool. Blow the shit out of that thing. It's very cool and very effective, but it does overheat the javelin, so you can't just spam it the whole time.
Don't mind if I do.
So, much like Hades, we have some power-ups to choose from. Maximum health is always a great choice. Ice Pack. Getting hit causes your javelin's heat to reset and take less damage overall. If I do my job right, I always say this, right? If I do my job right, I just won't get hit. Whenever you resurrect, you temporarily deal more damage. And when you gain a resurrection. That does sound cool. I mean, again, if I do my job right. But again, this is one of those games where you're not expected to, like, take it all the way to the end and beat the game first try. You're expected to get your ass kicked, and then you get some permanent upgrades going. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on there. So, I'll probably play it safe, just go for more max
I can
health.
break the bridge lock now.
What was that little thing? Oh, okay, just whatever. In the top right, I have 74 of them, whatever those little crystals are. Okay. So, presumably, we would have needed to have broken that anyway. We were able to go a couple rooms further, and we did just a mundane combat in this room that did not have any names attached to it. But then this area, yeah, this wall would have been closed. Yeah, right here. So that would start the fight, which is separate from these fellers.
Yeah, stupid.
I'm not sure if you can dodge through projectiles.
Overheated. Bollocks.
Okay, so there we go. We overheated. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can dodge through projectiles. I'm not sure if it gives you iframes necessarily, or if I'm just moving quickly. So I'm guessing that's something I can explode from a distance to get the bad guys. Chicken wings and ding-a-lings. Are they kidney stones? Oh, that sounds... Well, it actually sounds awful. I've never had kidney stones. I've heard they are beyond terrible. I've heard kidney stones are the worstest. Is that just gonna fire forever? I guess I should go ahead and start the fight. The thing is, there was like multiple challenges available. Okay, yeah, so I can activate that and it'll start like a little turret of sorts. Defeat bad guys before the timer ends. And then this one is to raise the bridge. Okay, that'll just continue the next area. Let's see if I can do this one really fast. Really fast. Really fist and really fast. Be quick about it. So we'll see. This is a lot of bad guys, more so than they were used to. Ouch. Oh, I'm getting my ass kicked. New bad guy just unlocked. New bad guy dropped. I think you have to do this to kill those fellers in particular. I kill the last fellers in 14 seconds. Yes, we can.
Serves you right.
There was like a little dude rolling around. I guess that was like a projectile, maybe. Because I definitely didn't kill him. But maybe he did the thing. Pissing out body crystals. Yep, I'll never forget. One of my friends had kidney stones, probably about 10 or so years ago, and he did have to go to the hospital for it, unfortunately. And while he was there, the woman that was like, you know how like some hospitals are, where you might have like multiple beds in a single large room. Obviously, you don't have like you know, bunkmates necessarily, but you might have like a bed that's kind of like within the same overall large room with like the curtains that can be drawn around to give you some privacy, but you can still like talk to people. You can still see and hear them sometimes. And this friend of mine, he was just kind of making idle chit chat with a woman that was kind of in a similar bed arrangement where she was, you know, he could see her, but she was far enough away to kind of have her own little area. They were just making conversation while they were waiting for stuff to happen. And he was saying, yeah, I've got kidney stones. And she was like, oh, honey, I'm so sorry. She was like an older woman. She was like, oh, honey, I'm sorry. She was like, yeah, I've had 3 kids. She was like, I've had 3 kids. And kidney stones were by far way worse pain than childbirth. And my friend was like, bro, that is the last thing you want to hear when you're waiting to have kidney stones extracted. Because, like, he's like, I didn't doubt that what she was saying was true, but it was, like, unfortunate that was that was, like, when I got to receive that news. It's, oh, buddy, it's, yeah, not a good time. Not a good time. And if there was ever a reminder to be hydrated, there it is. Yeah, there it is. This is the importance of hydration, and you know, I'm drinking something that does have tea in it, kind of, sort of. I think this particular friend of mine, he said he went like a week straight of drinking basically nothing but Arizona iced tea and like Diet Coke. So he like wasn't drinking a lot of water. So if there was ever an indication of the importance of hydration, there it is. Let's see. So tea leaves. Speaking of tea, 100 health. When you use a healing station, your maximum health increases. That sounds cool. Getting hit deals 200 damage to nearby enemies and inflicts bleed. Reduces incoming damn, that sounds kind of nice. That sounds dope. I like the idea of like getting more defense and such when you get slapped around a little bit. Given that I did get slapped a little bit there. Break this thing too. Got 215 keys banked right now. Very nice, very nice. I'm assuming this will open up those spiky boys. Can I do this confidently? Yes. And of course, I won't have a time limit this time. So I'll feel more confident.
Switched.
The thing is, these guys don't really do much. These bell boys. I spike their asses. The other guys that launch projectiles, they're a little bit tougher to get around, but those bell fellas, the bellas, if you will, not so bad. Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil, and it shall appear.
This goes here.
Got his ass. Okay, they do little ground pounds, but it's pretty well telegraphed, so not too bad. Very good. Is that it? Oh, a few more, a few more. Oh, not a few, several more. There's the little ball fellers, and they explode very, very excitedly. Explode very quickly and ready to do so at a moment's notice. For a second, I forgot that was my projectiles, and I got scared. Get keyed, idiot.
Smashed him.
Explodes this thing, and that causes these things to spawn. Get another pickup. Slam and throw generates less heat. Throw has a chance to inflict stun, and dashing reduces heat. That sounds kind of nice. You can dash while releasing a throw. I do like to dash. I do like to dash a lot. Yeah, let's do that. I feel like that's a thing I find myself doing pretty frequently. And then... Wait. And click? I mean, I press this button. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I see. So you're throwing it, and then you also kind of dash on your own. That's kind of cool. Yes, if I... It's a little bit weird to, like, control. There we go. You have to initiate the same direction. Or at the same time you release. It's a little bit wonky, but I like it. There we go. Yeah, it's a little bit wonky. I don't know if I'm going to do it on purpose very much. But that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, we knocked all those things out.
I can press forward now.
I only had to do the one, but I want to do the extra ones because I wanted the extra unlocks. And to, you know, feel like I was accomplishing something. For once in my life. And then we can get some more health with this thing, which is good because I did take a bit of a couple beatings. A couple beatings for funsies. Max health is up to 132, which is pretty nice. 130 is pretty darn good, I would think. Alex, if you pissed out some kidney stones and then sold them as healing crystals, could you make a killing? I mean, you know, we're in an age of, you know, finding strange ways to monetize things, you know? And in the age of OnlyFans, in the age of Airbnb and Uber and Lyft, you know, the idea of trying to monetize various aspects of our lives. I never considered trying to monetize kidney stones. You know, there's people that monetize bathwater. There's that. So I suppose the next logical extension of selling your bathwater to would-be admirers is to sell your kidney stones to would-be sociopaths. But call them healing piss crystals. That's right. Yeah, healing piss crystals. Yeah. Yeah. Sell them as homemade. You know what? I'm drinking a boba beverage. What if you sell them as a homemade boba, like milk tea, boba tea experience? Just add a couple of these puppies to your favorite milk tea and you're good to go. Slurp them through a straw. Buddy. Oh boy. Well, there's, you know, they say there's a market for everything, right? Oop, shit. Didn't I just say earlier that I'm not sure I was going to intentionally do that little, like, lurching maneuver, and it lurched me right into the spikies. Ouch. Yeah, it was very predictable, the thing that I found myself doing just now, but that's okay. I also lost most of the health that I regained, but that's okay. That's okay. Nice thing is that the things that have the keys that I'm collecting, this currency, key-rency, if you will, is like they're pretty obvious. Like they pop out of the background pretty well. So I'm not like squinting like, oh, is that a destructible barrel? Is that a thing I can break? It's pretty shiny and pretty obvious, which I appreciate. Gotta say, the game controls really well. Like it flows very naturally from the whole doing the ground pound, throwing the javelin as a thrown ranged weapon attack. It all feels very good. It all feels very flowy. It all feels very natural. Not stiff at all like it is with some games where you're having to like kind of bounce back and forth between multiple control schemes or like attack schemes, that is. I'm liking this a lot so far. So I could go ahead and, oh, I guess I'll go ahead and fight this guy now. However, I'm going to go ahead and knock out this one little area. I saw it. I'm going to go ahead and do that thing right meow. And I'm going to go ahead and place this.
Trap set.
Set the trap. And defeat the bad guys. There we go. What's up, Chuck? What's up, buddy? Some good redemptions. Oh, baby. I'm excited. Chuck always brings the heat. That's a lot of projectiles. Put this thing down. Big slam. Big slamma-bama. Slamma-obama. Let's go ahead and crack this thing. I think they might, like, respawn or rebuild themselves if you don't key them to death. I appreciate that when you initiate the throwing of a javelin, it'll kind of auto-aim near where, like, kind of near the closest enemy. Or maybe it's not even closest, but the most presumed to be threatening enemy. Instead of like, oh, my guy's aiming in buttfuck nowhere and I have to like completely reorient the reticle. It seems like it's already 9 times out of 10 aiming where I wanted to, which is really cool. Ouch! Oh shit, why'd I do that? Because I think the trap's already, oh shit, I'm getting fucked out. I'm getting pissed on and shit on in all the not good ways. Threw that from downtown. Yeah, that was really nice because I didn't have to like see him necessarily. I was able to just kind of trust. A little scary. A little bit scary. The good news is he's the last one. Yes, we're good. So I took some pretty gnarly damage there. I got shit on a little bit there. Vault opened. I think I'm moving a little bit slower. Maybe that happens to you or low on health. If there was one to restore health, I would consider it. X-Men Legends. You know, I never did play X-Men Legends. I did play... Oh gosh, what was it? It was Ultimate Alliance. I did play Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 with some friends, and I loved those games. Never played X-Men Legends. To me, this looks more like Hades. But, I think X-Men Legends, that was the one by Silicon Knights, right? The one that kind of tanked the studio. Well, okay, that's not the only thing that tanked the studio. One of a few things that tanked the studio, unfortunately. might take the gain 1 resurrection. I didn't even notice it was rare until now. A little prick. Punches inflict bleed, but deal less damage. Ooh, less damage. That is rough. I'm a bounce back. Given that I got 14 HP, I see death in my near future. I might as well play it safe. Although there might be some health coming in hot. Coming in searing hot. Yeah, I think that's what this means. I think the this little like syringe thing means there's healsies. Or bad guys, which is almost as good. Yeah, sure enough, even as I was moving, my guy was like auto... Oh! Got the resurrect. Back up! Woo! Punch, punch.
This won't stop me.
Go. Press that thing down, position them. Nice thing is, like, it seems like when you're punching them, they can't get attacks off, so as long as you're able to stun lock them, they can't start shooting while you're kind of in the middle of stuff, which is good.
Trap switched.
Do that. There we go. I'm a little bit scared, though. I'm a little bit scared to close the gap and still risk getting hit. The dudes that fire single shots, not so much, but the spread shot guys do scare me a little bit. You guys make me nervous. I'm assuming that this is something I can shoot, or bad guys can shoot, to cause explosions. Explode. Oh, okay, he did smack through there, unfortunately. More keysies. I think that's another one of those that shoots, causes like my gun to just kind of auto-fire for a bit. Okay, I'm wrong. Yeah, the syringe is not healing. It's just an upgrade panel, upgrade station. And I don't have to take all of them. I could just keep going, I'm pretty sure. I'm wrong. We have to do both of them because it showed there were 2 icons for them, so never mind. Vanquish thy foes! Go ahead and pick this thing off.
This goes here.
Nice and spammy, just the way I like it. Get this guy unlocked. And by unlocked, I mean unalived. Or he tried to do the ground pound on me. So those guys can very much go through your hits. But can't they go through my shits? Asking the hard shitting questions. Yep. Yep. A lot of projectiles, a lot of projectile action. In times like that, it's probably best to disengage and just go for ranged. So that's a lot of shit going down, and not the good kind. That's a little scary. That trap almost diddled my one of the parts of my body that I wish to not be diddled. Unless it's somebody I really know. You know, somebody I really know and trust. Whoop, whoop. So like really get to know someone first. Yeah, get his ass. Oh yeah, okay. Projectile guy is a little bit more pressing. And then key his ass. Actually, don't key his ass, key his keyhole. I mean, key his ass, but again, same kind of thing. You know, only if you really know and trust them. You know, that's not the kind of thing to just do willy-nilly. You know, establish safe words first. It's important. Bridge lock unsealed. Hell yes.
If I do.
Do I want to be a little prick? Do I want to execute launch? Oh, that's kind of cool. Launch new projectiles that inflict bleed. That sounds really cool. Getting hit causes you... I definitely don't want that one. Let's take this one.
I
That one
can
sounds pretty
raise the
sick.
bridge now.
Alright. Quick reminder that we do have this... I was able to acquire this game for me to stream through Daredrop. So this is a Daredrop title, which means we're going to be working on unlocking some extra Steam keys to give away to viewers. So if anyone finds himself curious, if you're like, yo, this game looks fucking dope, I would love for a chance at getting a free copy of this game. But man, it's a shame that no such thing exists, and there's no cool streamers named Alex Q Super Hobbit playing this game in such a way where I could maybe unlock a free key for this game. Well, you know, it's a shame that such a thing doesn't exist. Just kidding, it does exist. And you, fine viewer, could potentially have a chance at a free Steam key for this game. One of the challenges is to beat a boss. The other challenge is to acquire or save up 1,000 keys. We're at 600 right now, so 645, which is pretty good. But it could be better. So we're going to try to get more keys. Also, what's this do? Is this healing? It is a present.
Bringing this to camp.
Okay, so when we inevitably die, we'll bring that back with us. The keys and the kidney stone crystals. Henceforth known forever as kidney stones. Oh, wait. Okay, that's our inventory. I meant to press this button. There we go. Ooh, spotlight. That's spooky. I'm gonna guess that bad things will happen to good hobbits if I get spotified. Which is to say, spotted, not using the service Spotify. Ooh, this is a lot of shit happening. A lot of shit happening. Don't know if I love. Oh, don't love it. Don't think I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, guys, that I can key for the projectile thingies. The homing projectile. I'm dead. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, given how fucked that level was.
Pathetic. I'm not impressed.
I tried my best, Queen of Keys. Why you gotta be so mean? I'm not surprised, given how spicy that little area was. It was a little bit rough. We got 3 out of 4 rooms. Not bad. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. What's up, Whale? Good to see you, buddy. And unfortunately, like El Gasso pointed out, this game is not nearly as horny as Hades.
Death wish or what? Oh, think of my poor art before you race headlong into the next fight.
So unlike Hades, we don't have like an excessively horny and suggestive respawn animation. I'm as sad about it as you are.
I feel like my head came between an anvil and a blacksmith.
An unavoidable part of the job, I'm afraid. How did it go?
It won't be easy, but I feel we might be in the right place. Her Majesty herself tried to shoo me away.
She's using the signal in here, but nobody comes down here. Nobody dares. I agree. We should keep going.
Actually, now that I'm reading Chuck's full message, yeah, the water bath redemption. Well, Chuck, the implication that I would have a water bath redemption, but still have it in increments of water, implies that, yeah, there'd be a redemption where I would just get naked and get into a bathtub, and then the redemptions would calculate how much water I put into the bathtub. So yeah, like save up for a full gallon, or do like the bare minimum, and I'm just sitting in a bathtub looking like a silly person. I mean, clearly that's the really nice way to do it. Also, I wasn't expecting to pet the bell dog. I pet the bell dog. Level 1 times 2. If I pet the dog again.
Hey, buddy.
Okay, so I'm leveling up, petting the dog. What happens if I get to level 2 of petting the dog? Oh my gosh, I'm going for the high score. What happens when you pet the dog and you max out the level? Level 3. Okay, that's good enough. I don't know what this does, other than the number goes up, and that makes me feel very cool. All right, so I can still punch in this area, and still attack for no reason. All right, so we can of course go for some meta progression, some permanent upgrades, that kind of thing. Yeah, Will says, yeah, Will could fill my tub if you catch my drift. Wink, 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 nudge, nudge. He could fill my tub. Back some health. Number of times you can dash in a row. Javelin strike is a unique strike. That does sound cool. Punch twice, pause, and punch 3 more times. Pull and oh, that sounds cool. Pull them in, beat them with a flurry of rapid punches. Steal more damage. I like that too. This is what the kidney stones, the crystals are for. Bloodletter's vaults. Find rare, good stuff. Find the spear, sister vaults. Finding rare, better stuff. Okay, very nice, very nice. And you can only equip so many upgrades. Okay. Before I start like spending all my money, I'm gonna like make sure to read the instructions. Make sure I'm being a smart boy. Resolve engine. Okay. The crystals, right. Crystal, like the champagne.
Hey, buddy.
What about petting the dog? Oh, it reset. Oh, the progress was reset. It's like a combo meter, I guess. Okay. What else we got over here? Maybe a place where I could buy more weapons. No more newer or more gooder weapons, maybe. Dash across the area. What's this? Ready your arms. I'm assuming this is to equip different weapons. There's the pea shooter, which we have right now. The stone's throw. Rapid salvos, the small projectiles. Use the javelin's impact by 100%. So, just so I'm clear,
Taking you for a ride.
is there any downside to this? Effect mod, heavy rod, increase the javelin's impact by 100%. Yes, I don't see any downside to this. I mean, that seems pretty great, yeah. I see no obvious downside. Collection of javelins, unique loaded bayonets, motors, and aspect mods. So that one we just equipped as a mod. Find new javelins by defeating guardians. Okay, so you have to find them in the field. Can't just buy them. Large enough to fill a full-grown man. Well, Farsight, would you call me a full-grown man if I'm like 5'3" on a good day? I'm like 70% of a full-grown man if we're being honest. Which is like still pretty good. It's like, you know, that's the vast majority of a person, of a human man person. What's this? Former sisters in arms, best in class, masterful, at their young age, loyal to the queen. We're trying to break the reign. That's us. Bloodletter, bootlicking blood scientist. What a nerd. What a stupid head. There's room on this wall for more bullshit. But good to know. I'm assuming that is to descend further.
Time to break some dummies.
No, we're breaking the reins is what we're breaking, lady. You're getting confused. What do I get for breaking the dummies, other than just the satisfaction and the sexual thrill? Okay, they just heal. Okay, makes sense. The sexual thrill! I guess this is, yeah, that's the one you have to test by throwing your shit at them. Throwing my shit at them. So, surely I don't actually see an area to spend our keys, per se. Maybe I don't have... Oh, maybe the keys are not something you take with you. Maybe that's only something you see during a run. So in that case, I'll go ahead and get some upgrades going. Some more health. Probably a good idea. Oh, this button. Yep. An achievement for getting an upgrade. Hell yeah. That one was tempting, but it was awfully expensive. Javelin Strike. Is that something you unlock? That does sound kind of cool. Get those one too. And then I could get one of these, or just more dashes. Sure, get more dashes. Dashing through the death. By the way, we can purchase upgrades. The Dasher upgrade is... Look at that, 1,500. That's expensive. Is there any upgrade I can purchase with 15 crystals? Probably not. That is pretty cool. You can only have so many equipped. We can eventually get more slots opened, presumably. But for now, that's all we got.
Who's a good boy?
Pet the bell dog. That's right. So... Oh, wrong button. That's pretty cool. So instead of the one where we hold it and chuck it, now we have like the rapid fire one.
It's no use.
That is cool. That is cool, but you know what? I don't know if I like that more necessarily. If I remove that thing and just go to this one. Oh wait, did I not? Oh, I was pressing the wrong button. So that is its own thing. So that's what we were using earlier. I slap that on there. It seems like it's the same general deal. It's overheated right now. That is really cool. It overheats real fast. And when it's overheated, you can't use like the special moves. Like you can slam, you can throw, but you don't get the extra fun abilities. That is pretty cool though. I like that a lot.
Am I ready to go?
I am ready.
Got
Jump
to
in,
stop
baby.
the signal.
Yeah, you like tofu, yeah. No, I'm with you. I love tofu. I really do. But yeah, I do recognize it's a little bit, it is a little bit, I would say, it's different to cook with, and there's like different nuances that like take some time to kind of learn around, you know, the moisture aspect of it, you know, the various levels of like fine, like firmness versus the soft stuff.
I will loot more vaults first.
And how to make it flavorful, you know, how to flavor it in certain ways, because obviously tofu on its own can be quite bland, but if you cook it right, if you use the right kinds of stuff, aka MSG, you can really bring out some nice flavors into it. But yeah, those are the kinds of things that take some time to learn. And there's things you can buy to help like squeeze extra moisture out of it. There's things to help make that preparatory steps easier. But I'll close that. This is just fight all the bad guys.
There
Anything
has
else
to
over
be
here?
a vault lock nearby.
Okay,
lock.
nothing else. Just the one.
It connects to the vault.
It sure does.
My
This fucker.
leeches have been waiting for your
Yeah,
blood.
firm tofu all the way. Firm tofu all the way, no question. Because like, if it's kind of soft and extra moist, then yeah, it's for me, for what Grace and I have seen at least, it's a lot harder to cook with. A lot more temperamental. So yeah, firm generally is the way to go. I'm sure there's some recipes and some dishes that probably do better with softer tofu, but yeah, in my experience, firm and like less moist is generally easier.
Just try me and see them choke on it.
So strange to hear a commoner deny my services.
Especially if like on the tofu thing, especially if the idea,
Strange as hearing a puffed up little songbird like you claim to be in the confidence of the queen.
especially if the idea is to be like you're making a thing to be like a replacement for meat. I feel like firm tofu is probably better at that. If it's like, oh, I'm making a thing that typically has chicken, but instead I'm doing a tofu substitute. I feel like the firm tofu generally is going to do better at kind of being that substitute.
The very audacity. I am part of the Queen's inner circle, I tell you.
But I imagine it's probably subjective. Vanquish thy foes. I never thought you'd ask. That thing swings really wide and it's very satisfying. That's a cool move. Yeah, swings very wide, does a lot of damage. That's a cool move. I like it a bunch. That was a good upgrade. Because the standard punches are great. I mean, this thing, I mean, when it swings, oh baby, that's delicious. It's very, very satisfying. So there's the bounce back, more max health, and there's the tea leaves one. Station maximum health increases. I don't need the restores health thing. Right now, we didn't take any damage, but I really like the idea of increasing maximum health every time we use the healing station. That sounds really fucking sick. So for now, I'm gonna say... I'll give 50 more. Yeah, I'm gonna say just give me more max health for now.
All seals removed. Onward.
But yeah, I do like the I do like the idea of getting more max health every time we get a heal station. That sounds really cool. The idea of like an upgrade that kind of grows with us sounds pretty sick. We got Dude. What's up, buddy? Yeah, very flashy. I'm with you. It's a very pretty game. It is very Hades reminiscent. I'm sure there's plenty of people that when they see this, they go, Hades, I know what that is. That statue for more health. We are going forward, so there you go. If I would have grabbed that upgrade just then, this would give me a max health upgrade. But we did get another max health upgrade. Oh, that's a raid. We got the actual max health upgrade, which was nice too. That's a raid from Johnson. What's up, Johnson? She says, I'm harassing with kindness. Johnson, you're too damn kind, my friend. Thank you, bud.
Splendid.
And some DBD.
The chambers have shifted again, but that trick won't protect the Queen of Keys forever. Fingers crossed, this time the Bastion won't make it so hard on me again.
That's right, that's right. Thank you, Johnson, for that raid. Thank you, August, for shouting out our friend Johnson. Just playing some Dead by Daylight. I know that's one of your go-tos. Johnson, she's a Dead by Daylight enjoyer for sure. We're playing Reignbreaker. Some of you seen this game the first time, I think to yourself, holy shit, is that great value Hades? It is, I'm sure, inspired by Hades. Like, in my mind, there's no question. The devs, I'm sure, had that game on their mind when they were making this game. But it is very good. It's very cool. The nice thing about a game like Hades that a lot of people really enjoyed is that even if a game like this maybe borrows, obviously, from a game like Hades, you know, it is inspired and maybe wears its influence maybe too prominently on its sleeve. You know, it's a fair criticism. But, like, man, you could pick a lot worse games to be inspired by, right? I like to not use the word rip-off, but I mean, yeah, you could pick a lot worse games to riff off of, you know, take some kind of formula of a game and then say this but this. So this is like, it's like Hades but with some cool ranged options and cool some cool like mix-ups with how the control scheme flows, how the combat flows. It's very, very cool. And as an added bonus, this is a dare drop title, which means we're gonna have some extra Steam keys to give away for this game. as we're playing it along. So yeah, it's a very fun game. Really enjoying it. This is my first stream playing it, which actually I guess kind of goes without saying because it actually just came out today. And I think there's probably a decent number of people streaming it, but I don't think it's like that popular, at least not yet. Also, Johnson, you know the rules. Whenever somebody raids, I always like to ask if there's any clips to share. So if there was anything of yours you wanted to share, I'm all ears. We also have Shanna on our lap. She's being a little cuddly kitty cat. Almost said cuddly dog. Cuddly kitty cat. The world is surprised that cat is cuddly.
For punishment, I suppose.
So yeah, if you had any clips of yours to share, could have been from a recent-ish stream. Doesn't have to be that recent. Doesn't have to be from tonight. But if there was anything you want to share, I would love to see it.
I do remember our training days. I thought the aches would never fade.
Some of them have not.
Give me the
dear,
blood shards.
I told you before. I didn't betray you. I would have got you out too if I could.
I'm guessing so blood shards, that's like the currency, like one of the upgrade currencies in Dead by Daylight.
That would have been a waste of energy, Clef. I would never abandon my sisters, my queen, like you did.
So ominous. One thing I don't know is, you know, what the lore of just the situation here. We get these little cutscenes, sometimes at least, whenever we initiate one of these combat sequences, where, you know, we have like, we're getting taunted by these antagonists, or actually I guess we're technically the antagonists, but we're getting taunted by those still loyal to this ominous Iron Queen we've heard so much about. I'm guessing we'll eventually get to fight these people as bosses. These spear sisters and the bloodletter doctor fella. I'm guessing we'll eventually get to fight these guys and maybe even confront this ominous Iron Queen herself. See what she's all about. So, generally less heat, which is not a bad idea. More damage. I do like that one. Blood for blood. Aiming causes you to only take scratch damage temporarily. You deal more damage for every current point of scratch damage. Huh, interesting. Aiming. So when we're lining up a shot, right, when you hold the aim button released to throw the javelin, right? Temporary damage that recovers over time, which is kind of cool. Deal more damage for every current point of scratch damage. That does sound cool. I don't know if that's something I would like go out of my way to utilize. That seems like the kind of thing I would use accidentally and only sometimes. I'm using my bayonet a lot. Let's go for this one, because that's technically a bayonet swing, this thing right here. And I think throwing it is also a bayonet attack, so I'm assuming that bayonet and javelin mean the same thing. When we throw the javelin, when we do this kind of attack, I'm assuming it's referring to the same thing overall. And then there's one more over here. This one, not cheap. Fight the asses. Sometimes it's go fast. Sometimes it's fight and go fast. Not always. Whoop, shit. But a lot of times it's just fight and kill the bad guys, and that's it. To say I can probably get that guy just with a random range shot. Key they asses. There we go. I appreciate that whenever you do that cool key animation when you're like executing one of these bad guys. There's kind of like a there's a let her rip kind of animation. It's kind of like trying to start a lawnmower. There's some kind of like rip cord that she pulls, which I really appreciate. Like look close. Okay, you can't see it now, obviously. But if you look closely during that execution animation, there's like this like trying to start a chainsaw that's going on, which is really fun. Very satisfying. Increases critical hit chance for the projectiles, and critical hits deal more damage. Nice. Lancer boots. Aiming, you gain invincibility. Oh, wow. While aiming, gain invincibility to... Oh, just to range attacks. Still, though, that's pretty good. Faster aim move speed. Throw charge up faster, deals more... Ooh, I do like that. These are all really good, for my money, at least. Man, that one sounds great. Do I have the wherewithal to Like, again, thinking about how I typically play these kinds of games, I feel like I'm more likely, if I see a bunch of projectiles, I'm more likely to try to dodge through them or dodge around them. Not so much, quick, let me go into aiming mode. That's, like, counterintuitive from what I would usually do, what I would think to do, at least. So, like, that would only sometimes benefit me. This will always be useful. This will always be good. So I think I should just go for this one and call it a day.
All seals removed. Onward.
Onwards and upwards. I have Shanna on my lap, by the way. Anybody was wondering what the status of Kitty Cat, she is on my lap and being very happy and purry. Shocking nobody. Local cat is happy. News at 11. More news at 11, rather. We've broken all the breakable objects. Have the currency for them. One of our dare drop challenges is to get 1,000 keys banked. We're about halfway there. We're also living on a prayer. Hoping the spikes would get their asses. Like that, exactly. I appreciate that the spikes do not give a fuck. It's whoever lands them, they get got. And I'm very okay with that. Oh. Go this way. I'm assuming if the dude sees me, then it'll spawn some bad guys or maybe a trap will activate or something. Something bad will happen. Don't get hit. If you get hit, the battle ends. Good to know. No pressure. Is it just this one bad guy? It is just that one bad guy. All right, that was easy. It's very, very generous in how easy and quick and simple that was. Slam impact damage has increased. I do like the slam. I don't use it as often. You can charge it now. That's cool. There's that one. There's that one. You can charge the slam. You know what? That sounds dope. Now, you can't move while it's charging, but the nice thing is, like, whenever you see the bad guys getting ready to spawn in, it shows the crosshair where they're spawning. That's a really nice thing where you can, like, charge it up and like explode it before they pop in. That'd be sick. That'd be very, very sick. Actually, this is gonna be the next one. That guy is being a shitter. There we go. There we go. A bunch of goods. Is there? Ooh, there's a little tricky pathway here. Ash. Ooh.
Hey, psst.
Ouch.
Hey.
Excuse me? There's a shot. Oh, we can buy stuff here or talk to this person.
Psst. Hey,
Trench rat.
lady, come here.
What's this? You're rather small for a raider.
Yeah, that old Queen's machines don't take any notice of us.
Where is your family?
My only family is the Trench Rats, and we live here. It's warm and dry. That's all we need.
There are more of you.
Oh, we disappeared. Randomly. So, of course, I'm trying to save up for the achievement or for the dare drop challenge, but I will take a quick look. How bad are we talking here? After 5 blocks... Oh, okay, so a lot of these are limited use. Where's health? 50 health. Next, do more damage for 3 challenges. Let's see. 110. I think we're gonna actually have a healing pretty soon here. There's a time challenge in the next room. There's only 200. I think I'll hold off. I think we're okay. Oop, there we go. That first time when I kind of skimmed the wall and it like slowed me down as I was trying to like dash the spikes. That was an unfortunate thing that happened there.
Here you go.
It's good to know that those things don't seem to cost anything once you first plant them. Yeah, whenever you see one of those batteries, you might as well just make full use of them.
Press forward now.
Or at least, well, make full use of them after you initiate one of these challenges. This actually goes back to where we were earlier. Yeah, we were, at least I think so. Yeah, we've been here. So I guess that's to say we could have gone north or the southern direction.
On to the next room.
There we go. Continuing forward. It's gonna have the time challenge, I think. Got some soup, Johnson? Hell yeah. What kind of soup? I mean, there's no wrong answer. I'm just curious. I'm just nosy. A nosy noserton. Thing I can break, nothing cool. Just go that way. Potato cabbage. Oh, that sounds delightful. Potato cabbage soup. I don't know if I've ever had like cabbage and soup before. That sounds quite nice. So we could... is this the thing I buy? It's 10 minutes, or maybe, yeah. 10 minutes? I assume it's 10 minutes, or 10 seconds. Percent 5 somethings. Another key shop. All attacks inflict drain, but you lose it when you get hit. Damage. Movement speed is increased until you get hit. Interesting mechanics, the idea of a shop that only sells you things that have like limited use around like this. So I guess this whole map area, this whole little sequence is, yeah, just a little mid-game shop. I'm most curious about this. I'm assuming this is maybe free? Maybe? So let's see what this is first, then I'll try this other one. Oh, never mind. I thought we had to, like, go somewhere. I think the idea... I see what the hourglass means. So it said 10 minutes. If you get here before that hourglass amount passes, then you get a free weapon. The Adherent Assault Javelin, which I can't equip it right now. But for later, right. Right. Get a free heal. So it's a good thing I didn't buy the optional heal. It would have felt really silly just now. So it does pay to go kind of fast, because you can maybe unlock some new weapons. 10 minutes is a pretty generous timer. I'm gonna guess that the next couple of unlocks will maybe be not so generous.
For you, traitorous girl.
Traitorous. The timer did reset, by the way. It's not where it's reset back to 0. There you go. Smack the shit out of that guy.
Ouch! Hot, hot, hot!
We overheat, though. That's okay. We do generate more heat with this weapon, I do believe. It's A-okay by me. I think we did kill that other fella. So 748 keys, which is pretty darn good. Is this the thing I can break? No, it is not. Look at that guy. Who invited this guy? Ouch. Thanks to Smackarino. Destroy the bad guys. All right.
Trap set.
Not sure how much good that really does, because I think this is the only guy right now. Yeah, that is extremely cool when you've got a lot of those guys spawning in. Oh, shit, he's fast. Faster than I was expecting. Okay. Oh, god damn it. Forgot what I was doing there for a second there. There we go. There we go. I was actually hoping to charge it up, but that's okay. These guys do the ground pounds. They are still dangerous. There we go. He's out. But unlock him real quickly. I like how it slows down the projectiles, but I'm pretty sure they're still dangerous when you're in that animation, so you don't want to just be swinging your keyblade around all willy-nilly. Also, I know it's not a keyblade, but that is what I find myself thinking of whenever I see those javelin attacks. I want to call it a keyblade. Blood suck. Reduces incoming damage. Being hit deals. That one does sound cool. It does sound cool. Reduces damage taken. I don't know for how long necessarily, but that is pretty cool. Gain 1 resurrection now. Increase maximum health. This one, yes. We're at 857, so probably another level or another like encounter or two, and we should have enough keys banked for the challenge, which would be really cool. Also, I'm guessing, yeah. So now that the challenge has been completed, the spikes are not active. If I reset the spikes,
Trap switched.
okay, and that does include against me. So if I set the traps, they could go towards me as well. So I almost missed that crystal. But it felt awfully silly. we go. Unlock his ass, let her rip. 884, pretty good, pretty good. Obviously, the big payouts come from those lockdown challenges. I always do a 3-round burst, just the standard fellas. It's the spiky boys. Which were already active anyway, but now they're extra active. That guy's dead. Yeah, the spread shot guys, although they are scary, they only fire the one salvo before they kind of tap out and have to recharge. So that's at least reassuring. That makes them a little bit less scary by comparison. The battery ones, we know what those things do. Another one, not too bad. So this will probably be enough to push us over the edge. Let's begin. Start the fight. Vanquish thy foes. You fucking know it, baby. That is a really cool attack. I'm glad we got that upgrade, because that's really sick. I'm gonna go for this fella. This fella, not the Cinderella. So can I get over here? Still enough to reach. The range of that charge, or that ground pound is still really good. Oh, shit. Ooh, that was scary. That guy almost got my ass. Spread shot fella. Got their asses. Nice. Very nice, very nice. To the victor goes the spoils. And that's me. Except my name is Alex, not Victor. Tea leaves. I might go ahead and snag this one. I could use the restoring of health. That sounds nice. Corned beef. We got soup at a restaurant. Some soda bread and shepherd's pie. Oh, right, for St. Patrick's Day. That makes sense. That makes sense, yeah. Yeah, let's go for this one. I like that one a lot.
I can break the bridge lock now.
Very good. Very good. Shayna really wants to rub her face on my hands. I can feel it. She's trying to rub her little nosy on me. I have to remind myself it comes from a place of love, no matter how annoying it is. Annoying and uncomfortable it is. Was it this way? Yes, it was this way. Wrong button. Although that did stun him. So was it so wrong? Or was it so right? Yep. Charge. Shazam. With the ground pound as well, just for funsies. It's a treat. Actually, I don't really need... Oh, actually, no, I will take that. Oh, I didn't realize this was an upgrade. I thought it was more health. Maximum health. We don't need the heal right now. Although this makes the max health go up more. That raises us to level 2. Same impact damage. I do like that ability. Yeah, let's go for this one, just because we're at full health right now. Oh, that spotlight makes me scared.
Overheated. Bollocks.
Bollocks. That's a fun word. I'm gonna guess this is British developers. If they're throwing words like bollocks around, that makes me happy. What's up, Jet? Good to see you, buddy. You're doing well, bud. Ooh, that's a whole bunch of keys. Now we're really good. Oh, there we go. That is over 1,000, so we're all set now. We're rolling in them keys, baby. So that's a... Is this health upgrade? This is... It doesn't say. I think it might be a crystal pickup. It is a... Oh, it's one of these.
Make some gains.
That's very generous. Some more damage by the bayonet. That one does sound nice. There's the tea leaf one. Oh, look, I can get even better power slam? I do like that slam ability a lot. This is getting a little bit excessive, but it's pretty cool. Throw your bollocks around. What does bollocks mean? I always assumed it was like rubbish or garbage. I always assumed it was like just analogous to mean like trash or useless. Does it mean balls or butts? Because I could see it being either of those as well. Clearly, I don't have enough. I don't hang out with like enough British people to know these things. A new weapon. Shot in the dark.
Great find.
Great find indeed. It means testicles? Now I know. Today I learned. And thankfully, we were able to disable the spiky, so now I can just go my merry way. It means testicles. It means ass. Your bum is your butt. Bum. Are there no other butt words, though? In British English? I just assumed there's like a whole bunch. Like Heine and Keister. And others probably. We use bum stateside. Bum is more of like it's like a that's the kind of thing you say around kids. It's less vulgar. It's a nicer way of saying butt. Because butt's like kind of a bad word for kids sometimes. I might be dating myself, but I remember as a kid you weren't really allowed to say butt. If you like got caught saying butt in like kindergarten, oh baby, you'd get in trouble. If you said butt or shut up, it was like, oh, you basically just that was like the kindergarten version of the F-bomb. Like that was extreme vulgarity. So yeah, if you said butt or shut up to a teacher, oh dude, they'd disappear your ass. You'd never be seen again. Take you back and shoot you. On site. No trial, just proper execution. In fact, again, I might be dating myself here, but I'm pretty sure that if a kid, a naughty child said one of those forbidden things, and it was within earshot of another kid, the kids who heard it would go, like in unison, like, oh, you said a bad word, with that kind of crescendo, that ascending note. So I don't know how universal this is, but these are the things I can fairly clearly recall from my kindergarten years. Rossi says, Alex, quit touching my bottom. I'm gonna assume by bottom you mean no, Rossi, you would say bum, so I'm assuming bottom refers to the person that is not subbing. I'm sorry, the person that is your sub. Not the one that is topping you, but the one that is subbing you. 10 minutes, do I do good? I did good, and I got Heavy Rain Javelin. I never did play that game.
Find.
Heavy Rain. You say dupa. Oh, it's a Polish thing. Okay, I was gonna say I've never heard that phrase before. Dupa. Stores 92. Joke's on you, I took no damage because I'm a goddamn gamer.
What do you have for me?
Health potion, I don't need that. Reduces damage taken for the next thingies. I mean, I got all these keys and I don't know what to do with them. So, I'll take that. I'll take that for now. I'm assuming it's being applied. Because I bought it. Do I have to, like, pick it up somewhere? Yeah, I'm assuming it has been applied somewhere. I just don't see it on the UI necessarily. Since it's sold out. Yeah, so we're probably good. Yeah, it begs the question, like, so what do you use the keys for if you don't take them with you when a run ends? We don't have a ton of expensive things along here, but you could use them just to, like, buy health potions, obviously. And you don't take the health potions with you. That just instantly heals, yeah. Immediately restores health, right? Which I don't need. If I could take them with me in the form of Estus flasks, I would. That'd be very nice. They're German or Yiddish? You're probably right. They probably are, honestly. A lot more influence from both of those cultures in Britain. You're probably right. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. I was just... I like, associate those words, Heine and Keister, as being kind of, like, vaguely old-timey sounding. I'm gonna leave that if I can. And if I assume they're old-timey, I assume that means they're, like, kid-appropriate, you know, like the kind of thing you would tell a child is safe. Oh, versus the Overseer. First boss battle, I think. Or maybe it's a mini-boss. He's Beyblade. So whenever he's charging up like that, I should charge up my cool guy attack. Like that. Yeah. Pretty good damage. Oh, except he was throwing the things at me. Ouch. Yeah, he throws the shit as he's spinning around like a little Beyblade feller. Ouch.
Ouch!
Okay, I know I'm getting my ass kicked. I need to be paying more playing more defensively. Oof. If possible, I should try to dodge behind him. Ah, crap. He's unfortunately able to, like, kind of follow me as I'm... Oh, shit. That's not good.
Can't use the javelin when it's overheated.
Getting a lot of pressure. I'm dead. Goddamn. I was being foolish, man. I wasn't paying attention to my health.
It is not too late
That's a shame.
to bow to me, child.
Yeah, he was doing a good job of tracking my movements as I was with that ground pound attack. Unfortunately, he's doing a good job of like tracking. So I would dash, and he would kind of meet my dash. So you have to be very careful about when you choose to dodge away, which is probably what I should have been doing. I should have tried to dodge away from him. So that's unfortunate. That's on me. That was a good run, and I kind of fucked it by not really paying attention to my health.
Preparation is half the battle.
We got some more upgrades we could potentially buy, or even upgrade further, such as better javelin strike, more max health. Can't upgrade that one. That one's an expensive one. I don't know if I necessarily need more dashes necessarily. Oh, they would never say wiener. They would say Willie or Dick. Yeah, Willie is one you don't really sound. You don't really hear that one out stateside. Willie is typically something I would assume as being more of a Britishism. And the kind of thing that I would assume is more kid appropriate. Whereas something like Dick is a little bit more vulgar here. Certainly cock is. That's like the ultimate vulgarity form here, which means it's superior. Exactly. It's a superior word. Before I go for any of those, I'm going to look at our armaments. We have several weapons we found. Oh, never mind. It's still the same weapon.
Taking you for a ride.
Or actually, okay, maybe I don't understand. Because it all says pea shooter. Maybe there's like different kinds of weapons. So heavy Gatling gun is what we have. Low damage, but salvos of small projectiles. So Stone's Throw has nothing on it. Yes, that's what throws me, is I guess the idea is... Yeah, we only have the one javelin, and there's like... These are all mods for them. Yeah, these are all mods, I see. That's the one we were using. Javelin attacks attach sticky bombs to enemies. That sounds cool. Is that better than impact damage? Impact damage. I assume that's when you just throw it. That's when you just chuck it. The heavy Rodney. Javelin attacks. That could be, I guess, any attack, including like swinging it around, which sounds cool. Got an achievement for finding a shiny new toy and using it. Shot in the dark. So rooting spikes inflicts root, which sticks them to the ground. Can't move for 3 seconds. And delayed gratification fires a bayonet after a short delay. Damage is increased by 20%. Delayed gratification fires after a short delay. I'm kind of curious to try that out on the dummies, crash test dummies. Rust, is that like poison? 4 damage every second for 3 seconds. Wow, yeah. That's all pretty good. I'm curious about this one. Like, this one's pretty obvious. If I try that out on this guy. So the damage is decent. 75 damage, that's pretty good. Is it every single attack? Like, do they stack? Yeah, they do stack. Well, that's not true. They don't stack necessarily. Like, when you've applied one, you can't apply another one. But yeah, it is 75 damage every, like, basically with every time that cooldown ends. Root, and then firing the bayonet after a short delay. That's the part I'm not so sure about. The rooted, obviously. And then the delayed gratification. Does that mean... Let's see. Yeah, punch, of course. There's the slam. Maybe they're referring to the slam. That's what it is. The slam is delayed, which could be good. That could be good. And of course, having them get stuck to the ground also could be quite nice. I feel like enemy movement is not that much of an issue. It'd be nice for the boss battle, but you know how it goes, man. In games like this, the boss is usually immune to that kind of stuff. So I'm going to assume a boss cannot be rooted. That's usually how it goes in games like this. Heavy rain makes me curious. So we got 5 stacks of it. That's cool, but is it more? Does all that together add up to more than 75? You know, you can stack it up a whole bunch. In that time, we could have had like maybe 1 or 2 explosions of the sticky bombs. I think I might go for the sticky bomb one. Unless there was a thing that like some kind of other temporary upgrade that would say rust damage that you apply is increased by 50% or 100% or something like that, then I can maybe see that starting to get excitable even. But yeah, I feel like this is... You throw that, it gets an additional 75 damage. That's not a small amount of damage. 75 is quite nice. Yeah, that to me seems like the clear winner here. The clear winner and the clear wiener, if you will. So I can't go for any of these other things. We have to spend more money in the category to unlock more stuff. And better items in vaults. Resolve. I like the icon for hit the streets. Guy flipping someone off. Master's Trapper. Damage for each vault item in your... That's kind of cool. Yeah. So I save up for the punch rush. And twice pause and punch 3 more times. I feel like I'm using the javelin hit more than anything. Which means I should go for this one, yeah. So I should level this one up. Yep. Which unlocks the next tier. Do more damage when you're at lower health. Equip a second javelin. You can switch them off, which reduces heat. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Damage you receive is converted to scratch damage, which you know about. Restores 1 health every time you defeat. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's only 1 right now, but you can increase that quite a bit as you level it up further. Increase your defense whenever your heat is above 0. That's pretty cool. Resurrect if you're getting beaten down, so you get an extra restore. That's kind of cool. Slow in all enemies after performing execution. That's pretty cool too. They're expensive. These are expensive upgrades, but something to look forward to. Cool. Let us continue and do the next attempt with this cool new weapon.
I packed everything.
Cool new explodey boy. And I'm going to be more conscious of my health. That's what I get for not taking those resurrection options when the options were presented to me.
I need to break more seals.
I kind of scoffed at those resurrections. I was like, I got so much health.
A lock.
We'll be fine. And then we weren't.
Just as stubborn as
and I was the
remember
fool.
you.
We fought wars together, Ardia. You know me.
Aye, you're a tenacious little terrier. Now you bite the hand that once fed you.
It is the hand that ripped us from our families. The hand that pulled our chains.
Your slander truly knows no bounds, sister. I'm done with thee.
But then she doesn't attack us directly. She just sends the bad guys to attack us. Those explosions, man. Those explosions get the twerk done, man. Bridge lock unsealed. Critical hit. That's bayonet projectiles. Critical hit damage goes up. Throw has a chance to inflict stun, but only a chance. There's that power slam. I love that one, man. That's super cool. Love the ground pound. The slam jam. Come on and slam.
Next room.
And welcome to the ground pound. I don't know if I loved that one where you dash in the direction that you throw the javelin. I don't know if I loved that one. I don't know if I would take that one next time if it was clearly presented to me. Also, I wonder if I leave the health there and just don't pick it up. Like, go to the next screen, then come back. For one thing, am I allowed to go back?
I see you, girl.
No, you are not.
Carefully.
Yeah, it was max health anyway, so I had nothing to gain. Alright, so we can... That one activates the key traps, as always. Or the spiky traps, rather. I gotta say, I'm really enjoying this game. I'm enjoying the... like I was saying earlier, just kind of the way that the game controls, the way the battles just kind of feel, how they flow very well. I imagine, since I've never played Hades, I imagine this is probably how Hades feels. The upgrade system is very flowy, it feels very natural. It's very enjoyable.
Trap switched.
Activate that thing. Not that I'm sure that would really help all that much because these guys are right here. They're kind of far away from the traps anyway. I'm liking it a lot. And it makes me want to play Hades. Now, I already wanted to play Hades, but now I really want to play Hades. Oh, when they land on you, they damage you sometimes, at least. Because, yeah, there was like a little... I took 10 damage, which is not much, but it's enough to be noticeable. So if you're too close to that little crosshair, they will damage you upon landing. Good to know. When your combo level reaches Anarchy, I don't know what that would be, but a certain level, create a ring of damaging javelins around you. That's pretty cool. Hitting an enemy with throw deals additional damage to surrounding. That's cool. Some AoE. Ooh, man. Spinning blade. I love the idea of some AoE. I tend to throw the javelin like as like a way to kind of as like an appetizer into a combat situation. So there's like a bunch of other bad guys nearby. That sounds a nice way to kind of charge in with some spicy boy damage. So right now it says base. Don't drop it. Just don't drop the base. This time's 27. Oh, then it went away. And we know with these things, when they take damage, they pop after a little bit, but not instantly. This guy. Aim at him. Yeah.
It got too hot.
There we go. And actually, I was saying earlier how whenever you activate certain items, or like certain, like whenever you activate the pedestals, whenever you execute a bad guy, there's like a ripcord that they pull, kind of like starting a chainsaw or starting a lawnmower. I think the idea is, yeah, this weapon does have like a motor in it, and there is some kind of like, I don't know, some kind of grinding. There's clearly some kind of extra functionality going on, where if you stab something and then pull that ripcord, it's like grinding something away. So maybe there's like a chainsaw inside there, because you heard that motor kind of in the background.
If you don't stop touching things that don't belong to you, I will amputate your hands.
Such violent words from a healer. Does your queen know of your temper?
My queen knows and approves of my practices, girl. I am in her favor.
Squawk all you like,
Favor, with a U.
I'm disinclined to believe any word you speak.
Trespasser, thief, traitorous scum.
He seems so indifferent with those last couple comments. Traitorous scum. Oh, ho hum. Who
Trap
cares?
set.
Oh, there, oh shit! I fell for it again. I fell for it again where I like was just a little bit too close to the crosshair and I got excited. Oh shit! Oh, it's because I can't actually see him, but yeah, there he goes. He's hiding in behind the wall there. Oh shit! Throw that shit at him. There we go. Waiting for it to overheat. To underheat. Let it rip. There we go. I appreciate the heads up saying there's bad guys down here. There we go. So it took a couple more hits than I would have preferred.
Well, what were you hiding?
There's the resurrection one, which might not be a bad idea. More max health. Yeah, dealing less damage. That sounds rough. I'm sure as you level it up, it makes the punch damage penalty go down, but that is still a bit rough. Really deal more. I should be a good boy and take this one since I was foolish to ignore it earlier. I mean, the plan, of course, is to just not take any more damage and just not die anymore. It's just that simple. This one has a time limit, 35 seconds. Last time we did this one, it wasn't too bad. In fact, this might be enough to do the deal. Oh, not quite, not quite. There's one more dude over there. Is there another round? And there was not, just the one. That was nice and quick. And I didn't take any damage. You see? I never even broke a sweat. Restores on her health right from the get-go. There's the max health one. Executions launch. That one does sound cool. Inflicts bleed as well. Let's go ahead and take this one. It's the healing, and of course we will slowly increase our max health as we find those healing stations. That is pretty sweet. Oh, is there any other destructible thingies nearby? Not that the destructible thingies are all that great necessarily, because as we get more keys, we learn that the key currency is nice, but not quite as important as the crystal currency. Crystal currency is the meta progression currency. Those are much more important. The key one is nice, and I'm guessing they'll become really important later on. But yeah, so far all the key shops have been just kind of so-so, honestly. Nothing this way. And that's like the next main progression, but this is going to be something different. They'll probably have a key shop heading somewhere. In fact, this is a health station. Although it didn't increase our max health. Oh, maybe that wasn't a health station. Maybe that was a more keys station. I might have misunderstood the assignment. Yes, it's the yellow one. The yellow one. It says restore. What did I not understand about that thing? Whenever you use a healing station, you're... Oh, maybe that's not a healing station. That's a healing, like, statue. The station might be the thing that's kind of in between levels. Where you, like, drink from a big old cauldron. That might be what they're referring to. In fact, we're probably going to see one here, I think. But drink from this thing.
Got keys to spend?
There we go. There we go. That's what that is. Okay, now I know. Also, looks like the rewards are predetermined, because, yeah, this is no longer available to us. However, this person is just chilling.
It's you again, the Javelin Lady.
That's
Hey,
me.
kid. Call me Clef, okay?
And I'm nothing but treble.
Sure thing, Lady Cliff. Hey, you want to buy any stuff?
Buy something. Flimsy power boost. Good until you get hit. Well, and not that I can afford it anyway. Use everything until we get hit. I'm gonna save my keys for now. Although, what I might do, if I know I'm about to fight a boss battle, I might load up on a bunch of those. If I can get, like, some early damage going. But much like Hades, it seems like the bosses in this game do switch things up after, like, their health starts to go down. Because, yeah, when the Beyblade guy, first time we started to fight him, he was a complete pushover. But then after, like, the couple of phases, he started throwing more projectiles at us. He started to attack faster, so the ante gets upped very quickly and very easily. So for sure, I would do wise to... I mean, yes, more damage is all fine and good, but probably more things for survivability. Help with defense, that kind of thing. Yeah, all the... Oop. Uh-oh. Did I break it? Either they are dead and it just looks silly, or... That's kind of weird. Yeah, there's no prompt for it, and pressing the button does nothing. So either they're dead and the animation just kind of bugged out, or they're gonna slowly get turned back to life. But they have yet to do so. It's probably fine.
Trap set.
Actually unsets the traps. I want the traps to be ready to roll. He's just chilling. It's probably fine. Not that it really matters, because you don't have to kill those guys necessarily. It's just a good idea. Begin. To say, if I slap all you, you'll all get explosions, and everybody's happy. And by everybody, I mean me. Got a bomb on him already? He's as good as dead. You are already dead. What if I stand, like, on the outskirts? Trying to determine what's like the safety zone of being able to do that ground pound as they're spawning. Because I only fairly recently started to notice I was taking damage. I mean, I don't know, maybe I was taking damage the whole time, but I feel like I was doing a decent job before the boss battle of tracking the damage I was taking. So right here. So I didn't take damage there. So I think the crosshair is not always the danger zone. It's just to say there's a bad guy spawning in, get fucking ready. But not necessarily if you're in that zone, you'll take damage. If I had that one that says if you that one upgrade, if you execute somebody, it spawns the bleed homing shots. If I had that ability right now, I'd be launching shit all over the place at these motherfuckers. Blood for blood. That one's kind of interesting. That one's interesting. Stand still to heal. I'm not to heal, to recover heat, even while aiming. That's kind of cool. More crit chance. Even while aiming. That one is interesting, but again, I feel like I'm always moving in this game. That's like counterintuitive to me. Something that says you want to stand still. I feel like that's not something I'm going to innately do. I feel like I should be going towards upgrades that will innately just that are naturally going to help me without having to like have to be top of mind, like, oh, I need to remember this one specific thing. I'll take the crit chance one. That one's pretty
I
chill.
can break the brick
That's
block
always
now.
useful. That's frequently how I look at stuff like that. Like these kinds of roguelike games. Upgrades and perks and like boons, that kind of thing. Is this thing going to be sometimes useful or always useful? And if the answer is sometimes, is that a cool enough of a sometimes? Or is that sometimes just mundane? And is it just more worth my while to take the like really sexy thing, or not, maybe not really sexy, but just the more sensible? And it's not always cut and dry, but I feel like that helps me with certain decision-making situations where I'm like, well, this one thing does sound pretty alluring, but at the end of the day, what's going to be really useful, more likely to be more useful, just generally how I play these games. Considering how I typically play them, try to get in front of my own bullshit if I'm already unsure of myself. Another round. Another round. I'm guessing if you get him close to the edge, they don't take damage necessarily. They're on this little barrier. And they're showering me with golden treasures, called a golden shower. There's the Lancer Boots one, which I keep not taking. Arch goes faster, deals more damage. Chance to stun. Let's take that one. Now, the nice thing about that one that says if you're aiming, you don't take ranged projectile damage, that would be helpful with the boss because he throws those daggers everywhere. And that probably, those things that he throws, the projectiles, probably, don't have like any sort of override against a perk that I have that applies towards me. Seems like in games like this, if there's like a perk that says has a chance to like, you know, stun lock bad guys, that kind of thing, that only works for mobs and not for bosses. But if there's a thing that says, yeah, like you deflect projectiles or what have you, those don't usually get overwritten when you're up against a boss that has just standard projectiles. Only downside, though, is he's not just throwing projectiles, he's also flinging himself as a Beyblade. So if I'm aiming, that slows down my movement speed significantly. So that is a little bit scary still. The idea of standing still and dealing with projectiles really easily, but having to deal with the other fact that he's spinning towards me, insanely scary. Also, Lunar Sketch, what's up, bud? Thank you for that raid. We're playing Reignbreaker. This game is very cool. It just came out today, and I'm enjoying it a bunch. I never did play Hades back in the day, but I'm learning. I'm learning, and I'm having a good time, and this game is very fun. And thank you for that raid. We'll do a quick shout out for Lunar Sketch. Bam! Except Ogasa beat me to the punch. Lunar Sketch, there they are, doing some Monster Hunter. Doing some Monster Hunter. You and just about damn near everyone else I know. A lot of people have been playing that game. I hope it's been good. I know I was talking to my buddy Matt the other day. He was saying the technical issues have been annoying for him. He's had some crashes, a couple of some annoying stuff, but he still says it's very fun. Elgas says, hey, easy. I was getting there, Alex. I was getting there.
Press forward now.
Elgas is like, get off my case, Alex. No, I appreciate you, bud. Thank you, Lunar Sketch. Yeah, it is very much a Hades-like. Yeah, it is a Hades-like. We were saying earlier, like, listen, I don't like to use the word, like, rip-off. I feel like that's reductive. But I realize that, yeah, you see a game that is, like, very prominently wearing its influences on its sleeve. Like, very obviously this is inspired by Hades. No question. But it is very good. And honestly, you could do a lot worse when it comes to being inspired by a really well-known game, a really well-beloved game. A game that's inspired by, very obviously, by Hades is like, yo, that's a good game to be a source of inspiration. So, on the one hand, yeah, it's a fair criticism to say, oh, it's a Hades-like, but on the other hand, like, yeah, that's good. We want more games like this. We want a Hades-like. So I see it as a good thing. Personally. And I hope you're doing well. Also, Lunar Sketch, I think you've been here before. You probably know that whenever someone raids, I always like to ask if there's any clips to share. So if there's any Twitch clips of yours, if you had a short video or something to share, doesn't have to be from tonight, could have been from a recent stream. If there was something fun or cool that happened, we'll bring it up on the big screen. We'll all watch it together. I don't know why I pointed at the wall. I'm not going to put it on the wall. I'll just bring it up on the, this screen here, and we'll all watch it together. So if there's anything of yours you are proud of, you wanted to share, you've done me a solid by bringing your peeps to me. Least I can do is have everyone see what you've been up to. There's an executions one a lot that I like a lot. Bayonet projectiles inflict bleed, but firing the generates more heat. We would need other heat dissipation thingies to make that less fucky. Punches, that one's rough too. That one does sound cool though. That one sounds cool. Burn the bayonet, generates more heat. Looks bleed though. We could make that less bad by getting more stacks of this skill. And again, there's other skills that help with generating less heat. Things that will make that less scary. I'm gonna go for that one. I think we can work towards making that one less fucky. Less fucky and less yucky. Are there any other cool things I should snag? Any destructible areas? There are keys this way. And throw that at that guy. Really got big damage, and I'm making him bleed, and he's very sad. Good. He should be sad. He bled to death. Good. He's a bad guy. He is bad, and he should feel bad. That's how it works. Although our character's subtitle is literally called The Antagonist, so maybe we're the bad guy. The one Billie Eilish sing about. So get us some heals, which is good because I did take some damage. There we go. And that was it, I do believe. That was it. Oh, but I can go ahead and disable the spikies.
Track switched.
There we go. That's a little bit easier. We have the ability to unlock the next elevator, or the next platform, rather.
On to the
So we'll
next
do
room.
just that. PC is on the higher end, right? So not struggling too much, yeah. Optimization is required. I'm assuming you mean like the idea of like optimizing the settings for your PC's capabilities, because yeah, I've heard the game is pretty demanding. Monster Hunter, that is. So like the idea of optimizing your settings for the game to be like compatible with what the game is, for what your computer's like capable of handling. If you just max everything up by default, you're gonna struggle. Makes perfect sense. So I could do another proc into this, which lowers that heat buildup. The Power Slam one is cool. I'm not going to be doing that with the boss battle. And let's be real, in a game like this, the boss battles are pretty much the thing you are generally going to be focused on. Certainly I will. So restoring health is nice. Healing Station 1 is nice. I think this is the better choice because that can actually be helpful in regular combat situations and also for boss battles. I think the boss battle is coming up pretty soon. TBQH. Oh god, let me turn down the game. Oh jeez. We got the rats! When I unpaused, I forgot I'd crank the audio. So I think the rats are an indicator of boss battle. Oh no, I'm full of shit. It's this thing. So I'm already at max health. That raises the max health. I think boss battle is next, I think. I think. So, oh wow, there's no... Wait, hold on. What is this? This is the key shop, but they're all like good. Why are these all good? I'm confused. Usually it's like, oh, you get like a one-time power-up, and the second you exhale, you lose it. This is a power shop, so this one's maybe different. So, more area of effect damage. Throw a charge up faster, does more damage. Yeah, this is just a standard, like, this is just like a standard unlock shop. So the slam damage is nice. That's not going to be really all that useful during the boss battle. Damage surrounding enemies. This one might be good because it makes the throw faster. I guess I could get both. There's nothing stopping me. Surrounding enemies. We already have level 1 in this one. Yeah, let's go for that one too. I mean, I could get all 3. Fuck it, let's get all 3. There's no rules. There's no rules. We can rob a bank. Nothing's stopping us. What's up, shock value? Is it indeed boss battle time, or do we do some regular fights before the battle? It is boss battle time. Is it the same fella? Beyblade fella? It is indeed biblically accurate Beyblade. Well, I explode the shit out of him. I bet he's feeling really silly right now. Good, he should feel silly. Throwing the projectiles. I should be throwing shit at him more often and keeping my distance. Oh my god, I'm shitting in his mouth. Look at that damage. my god, not even close. So that's the key, I think, keeping your distance. Oh, he's doing little homing shots. Homing shits. Well, becoming a little bit of a bullet hell. Ouch.
This could have been avoided.
Ouch. Oh, yes, kill his ass. There we go. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Not too bad. So the difference was keeping our distance, throwing shit,
You wheel child.
and slapping his titties. Slapping his titties
I
around.
expected great things from you back when I gave it to you. And you repay me like this.
Yeah, well, maybe you shouldn't have let your army train me so well.
The Overseer was merely one of many. Whatever you seek, how often you may try, there will always be another guardian in your way.
I merely seek an audience, Your Majesty. And on that note, why all the protection down here? Don't want any visitors?
What a whimsical imagining, my dear. Did my creature bash you over the head?
Actually, I think I bashed them over the head. We get a new javelin. It's the boomstick
For
javelin. Later. Yeah, the difference in keeping our distance, doing the throw animation or throw attack at the thing was huge. I think the first time we fought it, I was relying too much on the javelin slam attack, which is a very cool attack. And in my mind, I was like, I was thinking that close range was the way to do it. But yeah, clearly long range is the way to do it for sure. I think I was also trying to do the ground pound attack because I had invested so heavily into the ground pound. Look at that, we're almost at full health. It's quite good. Got an achievement for breaking the Overseer and showing what you can do. Well, we showed it all right. Does the run end or do we continue? The run does end there. Which is kind of a shame because we had a good build going, but that's just how it goes.
Knew you would, of course.
Well,
Just
I
know where
think
that came
my
from.
bruises have bruises now. And no, I have not reached the throne room. Yet.
The shifting chambers of the Bastion won't make it easy for us. We have to keep at it, and maybe get a bit lucky as well.
Another thing, Ev. She recognized me.
Blimey. Okay, well, no need to panic. If anyone can push on through, it's you, Clef. Just, be careful. You hear me?
Alrighty. We have 600 bling bongs to spend, by the way. 600 little upgrade gems, upgrade crystals.
Come get some.
We also can pet the dog. Now, petting the dog does not increase the combo meter anymore. So that makes me think, oh, I lied. That makes me think it's almost a bug. Like, why is there a pet the dog combo?
Hey, buddy.
And what happens if you get the combo leveled up to, like, level 100? Maybe there's an achievement for it? I don't know, but I'm not sure what petting the dog is so many times, like, what that could get for you. Also, a new slot is available now. So you killed a boss. That's pretty cool. So we can look ahead to see what we want to go for here. Restores health every time each time if you do lockdown, which is pretty cool. Or to upgrade any one of these. That one would be really cool. The dash would be really nice. We'll go for this one. Center damage you receive is converted to scratch damage. 10%, which is good. You get hit during the recovery, you lose all the scratch damage though. Recovers over time. These both sound nice. That one also sounds really cool. Look up a second one. Increase when you're low on health. I feel like I've really not gone for any of these yet. Find more and better items in vaults. What to resolve you find. I probably should equip at least one of these. Only chunks of your innards, shock value, and I'm guessing that's to say that's an improvement from coughing up entire pieces of your innards. So instead of like entire intestines, you're just coughing up small pieces of the intestines. I'm sorry, shock value, you're still sick, because I know you've been sick for like at least a week or two at this point, and I've heard RSV is fucking miserable. So I do apologize that you're having to deal with that. That sounds fucking terrible. But I'm glad to hear that you've noticed improvements. Slow and I'm sure excruciating and miserable, but hopefully still improvements. So let's see. Really, these both seem to be about the samesies as far as like their general goodness. and get the second one. We'll go and unlock both of them. And then to get to the second tier, I really want that one, honestly. That sounds nice. I can't quite afford it, though. I'll go and equip this one. Let's equip that one and put that one. There we go. I feel like having one of those is probably a good idea. This is like just a general utility. We like have better finds and better upgrades that we'll see available to us during the runs. We got a new... Here we go. Here we go. So we got a new style of weapon now. Shot in the Dark was cool and Heavy Rain was cool, but I'm curious about the boomstick. And we still have the Afterburner, which is not the... Oh, wait, no, it is the same, yeah. Wait, is it?
You are coming with me.
Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, never mind. I'm full of shit. So we just so happened to get the mod that I would have liked to have had, which is to say I really like the Afterburner, the Adherent Assault that attaches sticky bombs. So yeah, I would like that same thing to be available on the shotgun weapon, and we just so happened to find it. Let's range spread shot attack. Alright, so let's see how it looks in the field.
Time for training.
It's fucking baller. And then if you throw it... I'll wait for it to cool down.
It's no use. The javelin is overheated.
Yeah, I was gonna say I needed to underheat. That's pretty sick. It causes a lot of heat. It builds up heat real fast, but it's fucking dope. Yeah, I love this a lot. Especially with this thing, like, look at that. That's just hilarious. But it gets so much heat. We definitely need some kind of heat dissipation to make it less fucky-wucky. Okay, so yeah, I'm kind of surprised there's only 2 spots on the wall. Maybe there's going to be more that we'll discover. More villains to discover. That will have, like, implications to the lore. And will taunt us throughout our journeys. It's still the same. Any other stations to be aware of? Practice your moves. Show me your moves. Throw. Shazam.
Javelin's overheated. Needs to cool down.
There's a dash attack. That's cool. Of course, it's just the regular punch, but it's a dash punch. It's cool. Okay. Let us begin the next run.
Am I ready to go?
I sure am.
The
Yeah, it is improving. That's good.
Again.
Not contagious, at least, but yeah, I'm sure it sounds exhausting. Yeah, I'm sure it's one of those where I'm glad you're not contagious anymore, but I'm sure you still feel like death. Because yeah, when your body is sick, obviously it's like actively trying to like fight off stuff, trying to repair damage received from an infection or what have you. So
I need to break more.
It takes a lot of juice out of the body just to like deal with it. On top of having to be productive at work, and you got a family shock value, so you got kids at home. Like, you know, you're a busy guy already. So it's not like things are just super easy and chill for you.
To take this bastion.
The bummer you can't take off more time for work.
Damn right I do. There's something about this place.
Yeah, Meerkat, what's up, buddy?
I feel it.
'Tis simply one of many strongholds, sister. You would do well to turn back now.
You would do
One
well
of
to
the
shut up,
Queen's most trusted
stupid,
and highly
stupid
trained soldiers
idiot.
guarding an unimportant stronghold.
No work my queen demands is beneath me. I guard whatever she commands.
All right. Hope that goes well for you, lady. That shotgun makes very short work of these little spiky boys. That was a quick one. A little quickie. Enemies vanquished. Bridge lock unsealed. Penis unsheathed. Calm and collected. Stand still. I might take that one, honestly, just because this weapon generates so much goddamn heat. Or more damage. Or the slam, the big ground pound. I do like that ground pound. I will take that
I
one.
can raise the bridge now.
I will take that one. By the way, quick reminder that we do have this game as a dare drop
On to
title.
the next room.
And we've accomplished both of the dares we'd signed up for. One of them was to bank 1,000 or more keys, which we did pretty easily. The other one was to beat a boss, which we did probably 10-20 minutes or so ago. So the good news is, yeah, we're pretty set, and we should. I don't want to overpromise because there's always the chance that they might be out of keys already. Although it's unlikely because this is the first day of the campaign.
No place for you, traitorous girl.
I would say most likely we should have not one but 2 Steam keys for this game to give away, and that probably not this Friday, but probably next Friday will be when the giveaways will be rolled. So if that would tickle your pickle at all, if you like the idea of getting maybe a free key for this game, or at least a chance of winning a free key for this game, we'll be raffling those 2 keys off in my Discord server. So if that would be exciting for
How dare you foul the good queen's territory this way?
If you join the Discord server, you'll be able to participate in future raffles. All of the raffles we do are through my Discord server, and the link to the Discord server is in that socials page.
You are just brainwashed by the power of her signal, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, she is a muscle mommy, but you're right, Elgal. So there's very little hornt.
This is a filthy lie.
It might be implied that the lady back at the base is her bae, but there's no obvious hornt overtones or undertones.
She doesn't even know your name, Bloodletter.
Over or under?
I have been assured she does know my name. She does.
She knows my name. She's real. She just goes to another school. You wouldn't know her. Totally real, bro. I promise. Yeah, I think you're onto something, Elgal. So the game is very good, and it's very enjoyable, but it could be way hornier. There's a missed opportunity here, without question. Yo, I just fucking exploded his entire penis. Fucking exploded him quick, and then also he fell in the spikes, and I bet he's feeling really sad. Good, he should feel sad. Fucking blasting these guys until I got blasted. This shotgun build is so tasty. So very tasty.
Serves you right.
Give me the goods.
Don't mind if I do.
Explode this entire penis. I do say that a lot, don't I? I do say that a lot. I need to like switch it up and mix up the routine a little bit. Mix up the arsenal. The arsenal of dumb shit, I say. This is incoming damage. I mean, that one is good. Less damage is something I could definitely stand to do. Hidden Resurrection. Executions, do the... I every time I see that, it sounds so cool. But then I never take it. Of course, that one sounds nice. Less damage taken. I ought to take this one.
I can break the bridge.
The one time I didn't take the resurrection ability, I felt foolish. Foolishly foolish. And ate crow, and I kind of squandered a good run. I've learned my lesson. Unlock him, and by unlock him, I mean kill the shit out of him.
You think you got me?
Oh shit, I fell right on his, fell right on the crosshair when that guy was spawning. I was gonna say, that might be enough to just straight up kill him. Okay, not quite, but still pretty good.
For later.
We got 168 crystals just now. That's quite good. That is quite good. I feel like I should maybe turn the audio down more, just because now that we're having a lot of like big boomy explosions, they're great. Turn the voice down maybe a little bit too. They're great, but very big and boomy. 20%. Because like the other sound effects are like, just a little noise, just a little noisy, but then the explosions are fucking big meaty explosions that are nice and juicy. Just the way I like them.
It's no use. The javelin.
See, this thing's still trying to heat down, cool down. Oh, he's dead. I didn't realize he was dead. This one has a time limit. Okay. Pop those real quick. Can't disable those spikies. Not that they're really guarding anything, so far as I can tell. I'm gonna activate this guy, then I'm gonna jump over here and... You know what? I'm gonna do this right now. Because it'll be really fast.
Oi, you there.
A new person.
This ain't your territory, missy.
Vandal leader. Mercenaries.
You. I've seen many good people brainwashed by the signal into doing the Queen's bidding. But you do it for coin. Pathetic.
Who are you calling pathetic? Have you seen what you're wearing?
excuse me, pot calling the kettle black. What are you wearing? What's this? Oh, it's a third person.
Yeah. What an outfit fail. Do you even own a nice pair of boots?
Do you even own a nice pair of...
Being threatened by the
Shut up.
police.
These guys don't have much of a leg to stand on. They're dressed
Intimidated.
kind of silly, TBH, TBQH. Motherfuckers looking like they're the reject of a...
You really think
They,
these people,
oh god.
my subjects, want
of scary things happening. Oh god, I'm getting my shit kicked a little bit here. Yeah, some kind of like would-be Renaissance Fair actors, but didn't quite pass the audition. There we go. It was a little bit tricky, but we got there. I got slapped around a little bit more than I would have preferred. More punch damage. That sound. I mean, it's common, but it sounds nice. And nice range. And inflict coat. Coated enemies raise the combo level faster. Cool. Paint slash. So these all do coating. Oh, because they're... Okay, I see. This particular, like, class of bad guy, this particular class of challenge has unique unlocks associated to them, and they all involve coating. An additional slash attack that inflicts coat. And that sounds cool. Final blow. The last attack in a sequence of punches. Explosive spray can. For delay, damage enemies, inflicting coat. That does sound cool, but I think I'd just rather go for all punches have better range and do more damage. That sounds like just the obvious way to go. Look at that good range. Even the dash attack has it too. That's awesome. Now, of course, this does not. So technically, this has lower range now. Still, though, it's pretty nice. Beat the bad guys. I'll wait until the heat dissipates. Break that real quick, too. I like the middle finger. In fact, I'll go ahead and initiate this now. Let's see, I should be able to just instant murder that motherfucker. And that's exactly what we did. And sure enough, he's all painted, looking really silly. Now, the spray paint thing, of course, didn't really help us. Or not the spray paint. The turret thing didn't really help us here. But it looks cool. And that's more important. I'm really appreciating the range. I mean, the damage increase is great. The painting thing is cool. But the better range... Oh my god, that alone is worth the price of admission. It's fun doing the you are already dead thing where we've planted the explosives on them and they have like not a ton of health left. Like they're guaranteed to be not long for this world. Down this way. And once again, the coat thing also is appended or applied rather. So the same kind of thing. This same like tier of abilities becomes available. Immediately while dashing. That sounds cool. It's not a thing I do all that often. Combo level no longer decays, but buildup is reduced. It's not bad. And this one is epic. Increases overall damage for each combo level. Sure. Yeah. That sounds like an obvious choice there. Very nice. Very nice.
I can press
Crack this
forward
open.
now.
So as the combo level increases, presumably we do more damage. Sounds just like a win-win. Sometimes you see an upgrade, you go, I'm not sure about the context of that one. Not sure if that's always going to be nice. Other times you look at an upgrade, you go, yep, that's kind of an obvious one. Got some health restore, which is good. I think we'll actually have a health station at this next area. It was under 10 minutes, so we're good. New shotgun. Maker of Ashes.
Bringing this
Maybe it does like fire damage or burninates the bad guys by setting them on fire. Be pretty cool. So this is the pop-up shop. So these are the ones that have limited use, not the power shop, which has the goods. So same kind of thing there. I think I will hold off because these are all limited use. They're also pretty expensive, more so than I would expect. I think I will continue. I'll forego any purchases and save the goods. And of course, wouldn't it be silly if you could barely not afford something that you really had your eye on, and then you go into the next room, you break 3 of these things, suddenly you can afford it, but you can't go back. Can't go back. That's a broken bridge. A one-way kind of deal. Make your purchases wisely. That readies the... Actually, I think that doesn't ready the spikes. I think that readies...
Trap switched.
Oh, okay. There's just 2 levels of propane tanks, of explosives. Good to know. So there's no spikes. I was thinking it would raise up some walls, maybe. So if you exploded those spikies or the explosive canisters and you wanted more, there's a way to do it. There we go. These guys as well. Go and initiate this one. Vanquish the foes. You know how it works. Find some foes, vanquish them. You know how it is. You already know, baby. Kind of nice you don't have to execute those guys. Although I do like the execution. It's very fun. And of course, there are some abilities that proc well with doing an execution mid-battle, and it launches other fun stuff at bad guys. And nice if there was one that said, like, that just instantly killed him. If there was one that said, like, yeah, when you go through an execution, it lowers your heat level or something. Because that's a thing that I find myself wishing I could do mid-battle more than anything. We already have a lot of things that do a lot of damage to bad guys. And oh, shit. The homing does sound nice. The homing aspect. Yeah, something that was a little bit more utility-focused would be really appreciated. And maybe such a thing could be found later on. Maybe, I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of upgrades we've yet to find in this game. It's only our first time streaming it. And we got Salubrious. What's up, bud? More like Hades nuts. This, I mean, it's impossible to see this game and not think to oneself, what does this remind me of? It's impossible to play this game and be like, I've never seen a game like this before. It's so, I mean, it is unique enough on its own to still be enjoyable and have its own voice. But yeah, Hades is everywhere in this game. I mean, it's impossible to ignore. More maximum health. I'm kind of surprised that's a rare one. Maybe because it's a higher order. Because normally it's like a plus 20. So that's just worth more, I think. This is incoming damage. Yeah, let's just go for that one.
All seals removed.
I don't know if I'd always necessarily subscribe to the theory that if a unlock or a perk is more rare, has like a greater rarity rating, that it's generally like automatically better. I don't know if I necessarily subscribe to that theory, because there's been a number of times I'll see something that says it's like uncommon or rare, and I'll be like, that's cool, but I don't know if it's a great match necessarily. But yeah, that was one where I was like, all right, I'll take that one. Yeah, it's like, wait, yeah. Salubrious, you might have been like, why is he playing this game? Like, clearly he hasn't mislabeled. Like, this is obviously Hades, not whatever this other game is. This game actually just came out today. I was like, would have it. And it is very good. I was saying earlier how, like, you know, it is maybe a little bit weird playing a game like this that is very obviously inspired by Hades. I like to not use the word ripoff. I feel like that's reductive. You know, the developers still worked hard to make this game, and it is very, very good. Any dingus could, like, attempt a Hades clone, and, you know, if love isn't put in to the game, if, you know, attention to detail if attention to detail isn't attempted, and like, you know, they're not trying to like balance it correctly, it's gonna suck eggs. So, you know, a Hades-like that is very prominently a Hades-like still has to be done with care in order for it to be, you know, it's not like just a quick get rich quick, you know, easy formula for making a good game. So I respect the fact that, yeah, it is very much a fun game, and I don't mind the fact that it's very obviously Hades inspired. It is very fun. I'm enjoying it a lot. But yeah, it's maybe not the most unique iteration of it necessarily. Launch the spikes back again. A lot of projectiles happening right now. I do like the javelin throw mechanic. Oh shit, that's the spikes. Almost impaled myself on that shit. The javelin throw mechanic is very cool. The heat mechanic is cool. I'm really enjoying that a lot. I think that's really sick. Would that be enough to kill? It was. Yeah, I feel like there's like enough mix-ups there with the kinds of builds you can make and the kinds of like strategies for attempting certain combat challenges. with like the various javelin abilities. I feel like that does kind of give it its own voice, which is really nice. Executions restore health by your maximum. Ooh, negative 50 is rough. You could probably reduce that max health penalty with additional levels into that, but that's still a little bit rough. So I did take some damage. I keep looking at that one. That one's the rare version, so it's more damage. It is more damage. Do I have to commit to this now? Because I want to see how much health I have. I don't know if I've taken. I think I took a few hits. Maximum health goes up. We've seen the one healing station already. Negative 50. That is rough. Negative 50 is rough. But every time you execute, you get health back. That is compelling. Nah, I'll play it safe. I'll play it safe with this one because that will increase our max health more, and that ensures we have max health now. So that's the safe choice. It's the boring choice, but it's the safe choice. That's fine. No one's gonna judge me. I mean, out loud. Maybe they'll judge me. I don't know. You can judge me all you want. It's fine. No, I won't take it personally. Some bad guys trying to throw some shit at me. Be cool if there was some kind of like deflection, projectile deflection. We do know that there was that one ability that says if you are aiming, you will actively be immune to projectiles, which sounds great. But I worry about my ability to remember that when the chips are down. You know, in the heat of battle, will I be able to remember, oh, I've got projectiles coming towards me. Time to start aiming versus what I always do, which is to say time to start dodging. You know, time to get out of the way. Don't just let the shots come towards me as I sit still. Oh, this is awkward. Let's see, I can still kill him. Big charge hit. Charge hits, but not, ouch, charge hits. Oh, good thing I didn't take that health restore. Oh, God. Oh, wrong button. Oh, gee, I'm getting my everything getting slapped. All right, so that was not a challenge sequence. Like, we don't get a reward for that one. That was just a fight the bad guys to progress. The next room, this one, I think will have a challenge, though. One that you have to activate. Which I could be wrong.
On to the next room.
Never mind, it's open. Never mind. Just the one. And I think this will lead to another shop area, which means we might have a... Oh, I'm full of shit. Oh, no, I'm not full of shit. I'm full of piss. We might have another shop area and maybe another boss, although they might have another, like, round of fighting stuff in the overworld before the next boss appears. Or maybe they'll have us fight the same boss, but then keep going afterwards. Guess we'll find out. Also, when I said I was full of piss, I'm reminded how a week or so ago, I've mentioned before that Gracie and I are having this kitchen work done. This renovation work. Ooh, look at that. 7 minutes, 6:31. So just barely made it with not much left to spare. We have this kitchen renovation done. Hellfire Javelin. And as a result, Gracie can't cook anything. And it makes her kind of sad because she loves cooking. Especially when the weather's cold. It's like, you know, we can't go outside, we can't go for walks, so there's a lot of stuff she can't do right now, obviously. So normally it's like, I'll cheer myself up by baking something cool or making a nice thing for dinner, and she can't do that because, again, we don't have a functioning kitchen right now because of the kitchen renovation. So, so a lot of times we have to, you know, go for takeout or go for carry out or just go out to, you know, to get something nice to, maybe not like nice, but go out to dinner, pick up something, maybe get something from the grocery store that's frozen we can just heat up. Or convection oven or a microwave. Nothing fancy, obviously. But it still gets her down. And the other day, she was like, man, nothing sounds good. Nothing sounds good to eat. And she jokingly was like... she was like, can I just... She was like, the only thing that sounds good is going to QT, local gas station chain. Going to the gas station and getting a big old Diet Coke. Like, that's the only thing that sounds good. And I was like, well, that doesn't sound very filling. Doesn't sound very filling for dinner. And a day or two later, she was talking about, like, man, nothing sounds good to eat. And she joked about the one time she had, she ate, like, nothing but, like a baked potato. She had, like, a baked potato and a piece of toast for like, the entire day. and she felt awful. She was like, wow, this sucks. So she referenced that. She was like, yeah, if I do that again, if I eat nothing but baked potato and toast for a day, I'll feel like a sack of shit. And I was like, well, if you eat nothing but drink Diet Coke, you'll feel like a sack of piss. And she laughed so fucking hard at that. Feeling like a sack of piss from drinking only Diet Coke for a day.
The horrid old lady spoke to you, didn't she?
It was one of the. It was like one of the laughs. It's hard to get her to like really laugh, but it was one of those laughs that I got out of her. Like she like doubled over. It's one of those that like if you make your partner laugh really fucking hard at something, it's like, oh yeah, I'm so cool. I'm so cool and charismatic. She thinks I'm so funny.
The Queen? You knew she was down here.
You know, she's kind of quiet. She's a little bit more reserved, so it's hard to get her to really fucking belly laugh. But that was a good one.
She speaks through those screens, and the signal
Like a sack of
hurts
piss.
our ears.
That's how she keeps such tight control over people.
Well, I hate her.
You and me both, kid.
You tell him, kid. Is there a shop? Because I got the thingy. Oh, here's the shop. This is a power shop, which means it's got the good stuff. More max health, which is never a bad thing. Punches have increased range, deal more damage. It's not that much more. 6% more. But way better range, because right now it's 50%. More health. I have a hard time seeing that being worth it, just because it's only a 5% health increase per tea leaf use. Now, of course, we have enough money. We could afford these two. I couldn't get all three. I think I will get those two. We have 3 keys left. 197 max health. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see if this is indeed a boss battle, or if it's a different boss battle, or if it's the same one, followed by another area to explore. Only one way to find out, baby. Let's see what awaits. Spitface, new boss battle. New boss unlocked. No introduction, we just go right in. So we don't know what he's capable of. He spits out these little fellas out of his face. If only that was part of his name, but that'd be impossible. That's his whole thing. He spits out the fellas. I mean, that's probably not his whole thing. He does some smackerinos himself. Seems like when you get into the oh shit. When you get in the distance, that's when it's more likely to spit the boys. Spitting it with the boys. I would say so far this guy is generally easier than the first guy we fought. Oh shit. He's a longer fight, but the spikes are making this a lot easier for me, generally speaking. Oh shit. But that they do damage as they pop out. Yeah, as they're popping out, they are doing damage as like a projectile hit. They're active. Oh shit. That backswing's kind of rough. But still, yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're doing all right. That melee hit is pretty rough. Of course, if you keep your distance, it's not so bad. I think I've got him on the ropes. Ouch. Yep, he's dead. Just don't get killed by these little fellas. That'd be really silly to kill the boss and get got by one of those little roly boys. Spitface defeated.
You use your talents for the destruction of my guardians, I see. I command you to cease this folly of a campaign.
Luckily, I was never a good listener. Your signal stopped working on me a long time ago.
I remember you, child. Clefania, yes?
That's what Clef is short for.
You could have gone far. One of my most promising elite soldiers.
One of your most brainwashed elite soldiers, you mean?
What you call brainwashing is in truth the grace of my guidance. But it seems you lack vision. A need to be dealt with.
Not a tough talk for a person that just whipped the shit out of your 2 early bosses. Time bomb javelin, yeah.
Bringing this to camp.
I'm guessing that ends this particular run because there's nothing else. Well, actually, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong because it did give us a healing station. Yeah, beat the shit out of that boss first try, which is really nice. I mean, the very first boss, the Beyblade fella, that guy was, I would say, a little bit tougher. That's that one knocked out nice and easy. Break the Spitface and show the world who you are was the name of that achievement. Or the description, rather. Very good. That shotgun javelin I really like. I like that one a lot. New upgrade slot. Hell yeah.
Thank the keys you're back safe, love. I swear I'm going grey sending you off to fight like this.
He calls us love. Aw.
I'll manage. She keeps throwing bigger machines at me. So I call that progress.
Can you imagine her actually being here? Us actually killing her? Her whispers no longer subjugating the kingdom.
Sounds nice.
I'll shut her up soon enough. Then it's up to the people. Let's hope without the signal, enough of us find the strength to revolt.
Aye, that would be something. You've got this, darling. Keep pushing on.
Darling. New upgrade slot, which is great. I'm not sure if there's gonna eventually be new, like, upgrade stations, like different things to upgrade. But sure enough, we have a new one over yonder. Find more and better items in vaults. As opposed to different kinds of vaults being more likely to appear. Amount of resolve. A resolve, that's the pinky boys. That's the pink crystals, right? I think that's what that is. And the Vandals vaults, which are hard, which we've only just recently unlocked. Master Trappers, you've got to see those. The damage for each vault item in your inventory, which does sound cool. I think I'd probably be better to spend my money doing, like, going into these things. Pick and javelin. Not these things. Dash just for getting hit to inflict slow. That sounds cool. Temporarily increase damage. Gotta spend 600 to even unlock these, not even to be able to purchase them on their own. Execution, increase your critical chance. That's cool. Only a 1.5 though. Oh, but it stacks though. That's cool. 10 seconds. It's cool. I would say, yeah, this one for sure. And in fact, I could always upgrade an existing thingy. Convert to scratch damage. The scratch damage one sounds pretty good.
I need to get
Can't
some
afford
more
that one. That
resolve.
one's too expensive. Javelin strike. Ooh, I do like this one too. I like that javelin strike a lot. More damage for it. Yeah, let's do that one.
Progress, at least.
Yeah, that's a good one. It gets expensive to upgrade further, but that's a really good one. You also get diminishing returns. It was 5% each time. Now it goes to 3%, so not terribly surprising. Yeah, I'll keep the thick skin one. That sounds nice. Keep the other ones. I was thinking about that one. It's only a restoration of 1. That's hard to get too excited about. The scratch damage one might be more worth our while, or just higher maximum amounts, health and heat. That is pretty good. In fact, I might upgrade that one next, just because that's a 10% jump, which is quite nice. Let's do one more run attempt, although I need to look at our javelins we unlocked. The boomstick is great. Maker of ashes. There's the inflicting of root, which gets them stuck in the ground. Hellfire increases critical hit chance for each combo level. That's pretty cool. Here's the time bomb. Explosive damage. But the explosions, oh, that's not going to be good for me. No. That's cool. Oh, man. I mean, I want to try this in the overworld, like the little training area we're in right now against the dummies. But I'm worried that like the damage I sustain here will carry over into the start of the next run. High damage, explosive blast. I can't be trusted, let's be real. I'm tempted to try this one just to see what the critical hit shenanigans are like. What the combo levels are like.
Testing something.
So, base, which I think means, like, not much. That fills up to level 1. So level 1s, that's the 3%. So for, like, the really long battles, that would be cool. There was that one ability that says your combo level never goes down, but it takes a lot longer to build it up. This weapon would be incredible with that kind of skill, I think, with that kind of ability. Because that, like, basically, as the run progresses, presuming it's going to be a long enough run, it'll always be very good. But if we're looking at the numbers right now, presumably there's a 12% increase to crit chance. And I don't know if I've seen any crits yet. 55, 50. There was a 30. I think the 30 was a crit. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just going to stick with the same one we had earlier.
My weapons of choice.
I like the idea of that Hellfire one, but I think you need other stuff to make it worthwhile. Root is great, but again, I'm worried it was not applied towards bosses, just because in games like this, boss is usually immune to those kinds of control effects. The time bomb one, at least it's a delayed gratification. Let's see what it looks like. But I'm just scared, man. I'm scared. How big? That's a big explosion. It is high damage. And I do like the animation for it is very cool. I like how it's kind of slow. Takes you a minute to kind of charge up and like, or not charge up, but prepare for it. But I could see a bad guy like flying towards me after I stick something on them like that. I just don't know, man. That's high risk, high reward. And I don't know if I'm a risk-taking kind of dude when it comes to games like this. Let's just stick with what we know. Boomstick did great for us. Let's continue.
I hope I've
Continue said greatness. Can I look at these guys? Here we go. We have the graffiti for them. The Vandals, Mercenaries, Drunkards, Rapscallions, Rabble. There's other words for it, I'm sure. One of their votes for a better cause. That's right.
Am I ready to go?
We are.
Divine Ruler. Ha!
Security increased. Bastion chambers reconfigured. I'm assuming security increased means it's going to be harder now. I don't know if there was a noticeable challenge uptick. I feel like the run in which we beat the Beyblade boss and then the run we just did, I feel like they were about the same level of challenge level. But maybe they didn't have a security increase there. Maybe we've seen it only here going forward. So we'll see like what kind of bosses, or not bosses, what kind of bad guys they throw at us.
Better than a case of the consumption.
The consumption?
I'd certainly rather choke on chunks of my own lungs than endure your whining.
You're nothing but a dropsy-infected worm. Your taunts
Dropsy.
mean nothing.
You should look into treatments for your thin skin.
The audacity! The very nerve.
I'm not thin-skinned. I'm not overly sensitive. Shut up. You're being mean. I'm telling Mom. Which is the Queen lead. Oh, here we go. Yeah, they've got like shields or something. Something blue and fancy. Immune to throw attacks. Sure enough, so that's what the security stuff means. We're gonna start to see some modifiers for the bad guys. So no throwing attacks for these guys. I mean, you can try it, but it won't work. Maybe other effects from the throws could work, like if there's poison damage, that kind of thing, the explosions, but the actual throw itself does nothing. Healing station, you gain 20 health. That's awesome. That is... Ooh, but that's 45 maximum health. That's pretty good. So 20 health every time you use a healing station, which means after 3 healing stations, that's more. Or 45 right here, right now. Damn. I mean, it's epic level. We're never going to see a better version of preservation. Let's fucking take it.
Seals removed. Onward.
Let's fucking take it. Consumption. Oh, interesting. Good to know, Meerkat. Thank you. I literally did not know that. The consumption, aka tuberculosis. The day I learned. Meerkat helping us learn. Learning in video games? Gross. I came to play game. I came to be a gamer, not get smarter.
Turn back from this place, child, while you can.
This place. There's another healing thingy. I'm gonna not grab that because we're already at max health. I will take those crystals. Whom are these little fellers? They're little jumpy boys. And they explode with poison. At least I'm assuming that's what that is. Execute. So yeah, I'm gonna guess that is something I don't want to step in. When you kill them, maybe that was just coincidence, but it seemed like killing him despawned the poison stuff they popped down. But this... Whatever he is, he's doing a bad job of attacking me. Time limit, 35 seconds. Let's kill these other guys. Foist. Oh, I just fucking flung that thing at something else off screen. Whatever I shot it at remains to be seen. Right, there's a barrier up, which doesn't necessarily help or hinder. do these guys do? I haven't let them live long enough to see what they're up to, or what they're capable of, rather. We just see them and we go for the attacky. I could lower those things, that'd be really nice. Do this one first.
Now,
These
listen
folks.
Here. Just
These
because
fuckers.
you got a little closer, don't go thinking you're all that.
A little
Thinking.
closer to what, exactly?
Nothing. Closer to nothing at all. No, sirree.
Yeah,
Good
there
job.
ain't nothing down here. You might as well go.
Nothing cool down here. No trinkets, no things to plunder. We promise. Oh right, I don't have the charge thing. I keep thinking I have the charge thing, which I like a bunch, and abused the shit out of earlier. Got exploded. Good. You should feel bad for being exploded. Oh, I missed. Ouch. He's out. Is there more? There is. It seems like with these guys, they like when they first spawn, it takes them a second to kind of whir up. Oh, here we go.
They're blocking the javelin.
Blocking my javelin. That's not nice. Yes, if you can get that those spread shot guys faster, the nice thing is that it takes them a while. Oh shit, it takes them a while to get going. Kind of a wind up to them doing their stuff. So if you can attack them fast and get into their shit before they can shit into you. Yeah, like right here, like he kind of shakes a little bit, kind of like shakes his head a little bit before he starts doing the stuffs.
It's no use. The javelin is overheating.
Not too bad, not too bad. Took a couple hits there. But if it's a night where I'm not taking a couple of shits, is it even a real normal night? Explosive spray can, which does sound cool. Oh, that one's really good though. Spray can damage is 50 normally, 80 if you punch it. The bigger explosion. That is cool. It's probably an AoE. And it inflicts coat. Yeah, but this just makes damage. This just does more damage, yeah. And that's only on a final blow. Yeah, to me, this is kind of a no-brainer. I'm kind of surprised the other one is considered uncommon. To me, the all punches just do more damage. Just seems like the obvious choice. Is the other one over here? This is the fast one. No other bad guys lurking, right? Okay, I'll do that one in a second. When
Here you go.
start that now, and then start
It is
this now.
tragic that we find ourselves on opposite sides.
I take
And
no
whose fault is
pleasure
that?
in it, but I will take whatever I find in these vaults.
I figured as much. If the sin does not weigh upon your soul, then go ahead. Steal.
All right, will
It is
do.
long
Thanks.
overdue payback.
I envy you, your single-mindedness, if nothing else.
All right, cool. Thanks, lady. It's the balls. I'm not usually quite so happy to see the balls, but I'm happy to see the balls because they're really easy to deal with. Like things that are fast and easy to deal with and quick to kill.
Can't use the
Quick,
javelin when it's
fast
overheated.
challenge like this. Yep, that was easy. Alex was so happy to see the balls, let me tell you. Let me tell you, my excitement about the balls could not be measured. Does more damage there, so you get the AoE with that one. Only a chance to stun, but 15% is good. Throw charges faster. I like the AoE one. That one's pretty good. Good for crowd control. Would have been good for that previous boss. He was spitting out the little roller fellas. That one would have been quite nifty.
You are breaking my things.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Is to break your shit. Be mad about it. Cry harder. Defeat the bad guys. I'm not sure what the little chompy boy means. Maybe it means there's like a bunch of traps. There's these two. Maybe that's just the significance to say there's extra traps here, so get good. Speaking of which, I'll go ahead and start that one. Start that one. New fella.
You do look proud of yourself.
Master Trapper. That explains it.
I see.
Van
I'm
Tel, what
going
an
to
odd
take
name.
Everything you have. You mark my words.
Got a big gun.
And to what end, may I inquire?
To bring down the Queen, and leeches like you with her.
Oh, very high and mighty. Do have fun, won't you?
Thanks, I will. I'm having fun right now. This is a fun game.
The promise of status.
Nice of him to ask to have fun.
Frivolous man a subservient pet.
Ooh, this guy's doing something fancy. Oh, he's like a miniature version of the Beyblade fella. But he's also a miniature version of He's Dead. Like, he was still a little bit scary because he had basically all the same moves, or a lot of the same moves. Whoop, gotta get out of that. Whoop. Yeah, a lot of the same moves at least, but not nearly as much health, and that was the main thing, obviously. These traps are great when I'm able to use them against the bad guys. Oh, he's dead. I think the trap was able to make all the good stuff happen. It's so shooty, it's so explodey.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh, what shit's happening? So, Trap Master. Traps deal more damage to bad guys and only deals... Ooh, that's pretty nice, actually. Only deals scratch damage. You only take scratch damage when hit. Critical hit chance. Wait, what? You only take scratch damage when hit. 20-second cooldown. Oh, okay. 20-second cooldown. Reach for each point of scratch damage. That's pretty cool. Forming a slam. Reels in... Ooh, but it costs more heat. We already do a lot of things that cause a lot of heat. I feel like I maybe shouldn't take this one. I do like the slam attack a lot. But I only really use it when bad guys are spawning in. I don't really use it a whole lot when... Just in general. Just because everything else generates so much heat. So... let's take this one. I really am enjoying the fact that, like, some of these extra challenges have bad guy specific flavors to the abilities that they offer you. You can unlock. And some of them are like pretty distinct. Like, I'll confess, like, for the first two areas, like the Bloodletter guy and the sister, the Spear Sister, a lot of their abilities seem... Well, maybe the reason they seem kind of samesish to me is because we've seen them so frequently. I'm gonna guess the Bloodletter guy is mostly for healing and health effects, and the Spear Lady is for, you know, combat, like spear abilities. Say, can I just kill him in one hit? Probably not one hit. He's dead now, though. But yeah, like the master, the trapper guy, his abilities not all leading into traps necessarily, but leading into like different kinds of damage types. That's kind of cool. The vandals being like around that painting mechanic, but also other like punching mechanics and other cool abilities. It's not just a single feature that they focus on. There's like a couple of various features and functions that they offer. Even some things they unlock, such as the charging the slam attack down. That's something you can't do until you get that at least one level into that one slam power up skill. These are the pop-up shops, and I'm not... I mean, let's see, 50 health. Could I use 50 health? I could use like 30 health. Do I want to spend 200 for it? No, I think we'll actually have a health restore station pretty soon here. I think I'm good on that. So I'm really impressed. I'm really enjoying this game. The one asterisk I'll give with my recommendation of this game is that since I've never played Hades, I don't know how much of this kind of stuff Hades already has. I've watched people play Hades, and I've seen that, of course, it has the usual roguelike mechanisms where, yeah, you get upgrades, you kind of build towards certain synergies with certain abilities.
Trap set.
That just makes sense with the abilities you already have. You try to be smart about what things you go in on when you have an opportunity to purchase something. You're careful with your resources. And there's meta progression. There's permanent upgrades you can unlock. You're kind of expected to go for because you can't just beat the game in the first run. It's just not feasible. And of course, just the isometric camera and the dash heavy mechanisms and general like melee abilities with some range abilities as well. I'm sure I know Hades already has all that, but I don't know when it comes to like the real like nitty gritty, the nuts and bolts of how the mechanisms work. I don't know how much of this game. Ooh, 5 minutes for that one. How much of this game is like shamelessly, you know, jumping off of, you know, riding on those coattails necessarily, versus truly doing its own thing. Maximum health up to 59. Pretty good. I can afford this one and nothing else. Really, I can afford only one of these. 6% more damage. I was wrong about the 50% punch range. It is 75%, and that's what it sticks to. Predator 1, crit chance goes up ever so slightly. Nah, this is the better choice. That is the better choice. So 188, that's pretty good. Good. So I'm really enjoying this game, but I have no idea if Hades has already done all this. Probably not all of it. I'm sure Hades hasn't done all this already. I just know it's already done a lot of it, and that, you know, it's kind of the standard when it comes to this style of roguelike. Of course, Hades 2 is out, although I think it's in early access. I think it's probably still getting twerked upon. But yeah, like I said, I'm really not upset to see more Hades likes. You know, seeing more games that are inspired by Hades, not a bad thing, because I think this is a very cool kind of game, and having more of them, not a bad thing in my book. Even though I tend to get a little bit picky about Diablo-likes. That's a good example of a something like genre that I don't always love. In fact, I tend to usually not... I don't usually dislike them, but I don't usually love most Diablo-like action RPGs. And a lot of that is because if I want to play a Diablo-like action RPG, I'll just play Diablo or Diablo 2. I don't really have much interest in, you know, Path of Exile, like a lot of those kinds of games that, by a lot of measures, do Diablo better than the newer games. You know, Torchlight, that's a good example too. But each time I've played one of those games, I'm always like, it's just okay for me. It doesn't scratch the same itch. And I guess it depends on what I'm looking for, what I'm looking out of those games. Because a lot of those games, like I think Elgaso, he's phrased it the best. You know, there's that loot treadmill that kind of grind, for a lot of us, can grind us down very quickly. Some people love it, and that's fine. I'm not trying to say it's bad, but for me, I have no interest in it. Oh, he's a flamethrower. That's what he is. For me, I have like very little patience for that kind of thing. I don't really want to do the grind. I don't want to try to go for like the, you know, try to like look up meta. I try and like look up what's a new meta. Try to look what skills are good now versus you know, which ones are maybe underpowered with the latest upgrade or update rather. You know, reading patch notes, that kind of thing. I just don't have as much patience for that kind of thing. So I guess it all depends on what you're looking for, you know, out of one of those kinds of games. With a Hades-like as comparison, you probably don't really run that risk as much. No, people probably aren't playing this game for like looking for like the hard meta on what's hot right now, or trying to grind out end game stuff. I always just kind of figured Hades is just a cool romp where you just feel like a badass. It's a roguelike, making some good runs happen, trying to beat the game. I don't know if there's much of like an end game or post-game content like there is with Diablo games. Oh, that's exciting, shock value. Light graphics project, that sounds cool. Using Godot or something. Interesting, yeah. That sounds awesome, man. I know you were saying, shock value, you were working on that scripting project for this friend of yours, which sounds really cool. If there was like any like screenshots or of like the thing in action that you could share, I'd love to see just your handiwork. You don't have to like, you know, share the nuts and bolts. I just want to like see if there was like a look what I did screenshot, like a cool thing to show off your hard work. Because it sounds like you worked for a long time on this thing, in addition to being sick for like a billion months. So yeah, giving a proper credit where credit is due is the least that you deserve. I'm sure that was a whole project. Being an enemy drops a bear trap. That actually sounds kind of cool. Critical hits can recover all match damage. The chance goes up by 6. That's cool. That is cool. More damage. Let's grab damage too. That one could be really fucking cool, especially for certain bosses. That one could be cool too. 80 track. You know, let's go for this one. That one is more defense oriented. I think we're doing okay enough offense wise. We probably don't need more offense abilities unless they're really good. I don't know if I need to necessarily go in on that one just because the numbers for it weren't that impressive. They were cool, but not amazing. Vanquish thy foes. You already know, baby. This guy's fancy. He is throw immune. He's throw immune, and yet he's trying to fight me. I mean, he's already throwing. Well, can I drag him into the spikes? That'd be extremely cool. And also very funny. Never mind, he's dead. Didn't even give him a chance. It has the trade. That's a good point, too. That probably is explicitly why it has that kind of mechanic, because of the... Yeah, the trade mechanic, like Ogasa pointed out. You know, that ecosystem, that economy. The microtransactions kind of built into it. That's a fair point, too. So it's maybe kind of unfair to kind of use that as an example, maybe. Because not all action RPGs obviously would fall into that. Certainly not Torchlight. That was one of Torchlight's defining features, was how they were eschewing anything relating to an auction house or a money economy. Because that was like, you know, that was a major dig against Diablo 3. At the time, the real money auction house was a huge controversial thing. Beating rooted enemies can... Ooh, that's cool. That's cool. So if you had a weapon that always dealt root, or had a chance to deal root, that could be quite powerful. But again, you would have to kind of start with that. Or be more inclined to get that ability for it to be worth your while. 2 gearbox. Boost your heat recovery. That's interesting, but only 5... I don't know. To be honest, none of these really... I don't really love any of these. Recovers for 5 seconds. That's just not that exciting. I would say this one's cool. It makes traps less fucky. Yeah, you're right. It kind of makes it... It kind of gives it that, like, sense of a competitive sort of mechanism. Even if the game isn't competitive, it's, you know, if it's everyone just in their own lane doing their own thing, or even playing co-op, they're like trying to get higher scores, you know, trying to have stronger builds. So that probably is what helps bring in the meta, like Ogasa was saying. Just spewed a bunch of acid. Gross. Clean up your mess. And if you kill the guy, it does not despawn the acid like I was thinking it would. Good to know. I'm not sure how he took a bunch of damage. Oh, he might have walked over a spike, actually. Or a trap, rather. Oh. Nice power pouch. Critical shits have a chance to recover. Oh, right. That's the one we saw earlier. Just increases the chance of all those things. Pain point, better ranged. And 6%. Yeah, it's not very exciting. So better range damage, or... I like this one. I like this one a lot. I like those numbers going gooder. Going more gooder. That makes me feel better about that one. Yeah, these traps right here, these things would absolutely blast the shit out of me if I was next to them. But I'm not, so I'm okay. But yeah, I think that's what caused that one guy to lose so much of his health. He walked in front of those things like a fool.
On to the next room.
Raise the bridge. Well, there's stuff I want to do first. Some batteries. Some trap batteries. And execute him real quick. Fun as a treat. Oh gosh, I remember you were saying that Grim Dawn was the one you recommended, and in all fairness, that is one I've yet to play. That is a Diablo-like action RPG I've yet to play, and I think I probably would enjoy that one. You've heard me say I'm always looking for a Diablo-like that is... Oh shit. That is more Diablo 1 inspired, as opposed to everybody trying to take that loot treadmill feeling of like the top tier levels of Diablo 2 and gamifying that, because I don't have any interest in that personally. you know, the rift system in Diablo 2 and saying, man, I just want to do that and have that loot treadmill be, you know, the experience I'm looking for. I don't have much interest in that personally. And that's what feels like the focus for all these action RPGs is like, there's so much loot, there's so many numbers, look at all the numbers they're throwing at you, versus something more slow and plodding and like deliberate. More strategically, the Diablo 1 was a more strategic and slower and scarier game. For max health, because yeah, that's only a 6% increase. The Predator one is cool, but only a 0.5%. Yeah. Reach the point of scratch damage, but if I do my job right, I really shouldn't be taking scratch damage at all. Just go for this one. More max health is a solid choice. Yeah, trying to find an action RPG that focuses on the kind of stuff that I like, and not the loot treadmill, not the big numbers, not the Rift Key loot treadmill. Just that grind, the grind that I just have no patience for. As a younger man, when I wore a younger man's clothes, maybe, but as an aging hobbit, not so much nowadays. Oh, I didn't mean it. Oh, you can break those things? Oh, never mind. I thought that was I thought that was the camera station. It was not the camera station. This area's a little bit hot. A little bit hot. There's just a lot of projectile boys. Ooh, that's a questionable choice. Okay, they went through me. Ouch, I still got hit, though. Still got hit, and I'm really sad about it. Oh, man, that was lucky. Oh, that was less lucky. Okay, that's fine. It's a spicy little area.
Great.
Only took a few hits, so it's not too bad. Had a great find. Humpty Dumpty had a great find. And for not having done much coding in 20 years, it sounds awesome, man. It sounds great. Magic the Gathering Arena is RDW. Red Deck wins, so I have heard. Yeah, that sounds familiar. I have some friends that really got into Magic the Gathering Arena. If that's the name I'm thinking it is. I've had some friends that really got into it and loved it. Same with the Yu-Gi-Oh game. I've heard there's a really good Yu-Gi-Oh card battler game that people got into for a good bit there. I've heard good things about that one, but yeah, I've heard that the meta situation with with the Magic the Gathering game has become like very predictable and very unfun. Which is a shame. But I'm hoping that kind of thing can be addressed over time. That yeah, like the meta is predictable and kind of lame right now, but with another upgrade, with another patch or something, that could maybe change. Maybe, hopefully. Organ donation. That one is tempting because, well, for one thing, it's legendary. I didn't realize it went higher than epic. That one's tempting because the health penalty is not too bad, and 6 health per execution is really generous. You get 2 or 3 of those in a single battle, you're getting, 12, 18 health back very generously. And our max health is quite good. Keep hiccuping. Our max health is quite good, 150th. It's pretty nice. So, yeah, I think that's a safe bet. A fairly safe bet. Oh, what's these? And with that, we've done all that we can in this area. Let us proceed. Can't break these things.
I can press.
We didn't have to break all those things, by the way. I think we could have skipped ahead. In fact, maybe we should have if I'm trying to beat a certain time requirement. Because yes, we're at 8:41, so we're playing this kind of slow, obviously. But I don't know. I feel like I tend to play these kinds of games slower than the average bear, generally speaking. I'm not exactly a speedrunner when it comes to stuff like this. Trying to get all the upgrades, trying to get all the trinkets. I mean, getting more unlocks is a good idea, obviously. So doing at least some attempts at going fast would be worth my while. But also, I want to get all the upgrades, so I'm as powerful as I can be going into these challenges.
Whoa! You beat
Played a whole bunch for a couple months.
Spitface. You're
yeah.
so strong.
Trying to find another game to get addicted to. I never have problems finding things to play. I have the opposite problem. There's a billion games I want to play and just only so much time to play them. I definitely understand the idea of wanting to really sink your teeth into a game and really immerse yourself, deep diving and just really like committing to a game for like some amount of time. Getting picky as you get, that's fair too. And I was just saying earlier how certain genres I'm really picky about.
It all comes with training and practice, kid.
I always say there's just too many cool games coming out, man. Too much great stuff being made.
Don't you ever get
A good problem to have.
Sometimes. Even grown-ups get frightened by some things.
The Bazaar, yeah. Elgaso, what's your take on the whole situation with the Bazaar? Because I've heard some folks say the monetization stuff hasn't been that bad, but it's more the principle of the matter, which to me, I think is what... I mean, I don't have a dog in this fight. Like, I don't personally care necessarily, but I care because, you know, friends of mine really like the game, and I can tell it left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouth. To be honest, the thing that maybe bothered me, maybe... I don't want to say if it bothered me more, but bothered me at least as much was like the shitty attitude the developers had on like responding to Reddit posts and whatnot. Because of course, this kind of, you know, when they first made that announcement on like the monetization changes and whatnot, of course they knew it was going to be unpopular. How did they not think it was going to be received poorly? And they were being like weirdly aggressive and like how they were replying to people. It just kind of came off as like, dude, you should be on the defensive. Don't be like angry at people for being mad at you. Like, what did you expect? Granted, it's Reddit, and sure, I'm sure some of the users could have been more tactful in their criticisms, but still, I feel like that it's like a weird time for them to go on the offensive, given they're the ones announcing something that they had to have known was going to be wildly unpopular.
Jesters spook me.
I'd be curious to know if it, and of course I haven't followed up on it at all, if they've walked back some of the stuff with the announcement. The shitty attitude was what, yeah. Lead dev is known in the Hearthstone community. That's really disappointing, because I had hoped that this would be like a cool competitor to Hearthstone. I've never played Hearthstone either, so again, I'm kind of outside of all this. But still, that's what the Bazaar seemed to be, is like a really interesting alternative to something like Hearthstone. If you wanted to not play something that was Blizzard owned, like that's something I'm actively avoiding. I've not played a Blizzard game in probably like 3 or 4 years at this point. So I understand that. So yeah, the idea of like this one shitter maybe has kind of poisoned this well is really disappointing. But some creative, you know, some creative masterminds when it comes to these studio heads or game developers, sometimes they're shitty, and sometimes that shittiness does not stick with just one company. Sometimes it follows them around, which is really shitty. It's really unfortunate. All attacks deal more. Oh, but this is the pop-up shop. In this case, I will take none of these. I'll take none of them because I will get hit in 0 time at all. I will get hit and I will not get shit, and then I'll feel sad, which probably means this is not a boss battle. I'm full of shit. This is a boss battle, and I'm a big dumbass. I should have just bought one of those things. Oh well. Is this the same fella? It's both of them. It's a little bit disappointing. I was hoping for something maybe a little bit unique. Let's get him on the spikies. Oh, these guys are immune. Oh, he's got new attacks. Yeah, some of these guys are immune to the stuff. He's got big sword. Ouch. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm going to be winning this one because this one's fucking rough. Holy shit. Nothing else. I can just plant the slam. The Plant-a-Slammer. I'm doing good damage to the Zweihanda Overseer. It's fun to say. He's not doing the projectile thing though, at least. So this is like a less, in some ways, less scary version of the Overseer. If he was doing the Beyblade thing where he was launching the projectiles, I'd be in trouble, I think. Yeah, I think that's the strat right now. Honestly, is just blast the shit out of him with the slam, ground pound. The nice thing is that the spikes for a minute there were tearing this one guy up. Not so much now, but for a little bit there, he was getting slapped by the spikes pretty good. Ouch. Overseer's dead. Never mind. I was a little bit nervous for a second there, but now I'm pretty confident. He was like stuck for a second there. He was like very sad. Dead. And I was worried. I was like, oh, this is scary, you guys. Look how little damage now. It's like 14 damage. That's nothing. What else you got, game? That's nothing. Hit me with your best shot, because that definitely wasn't it. I was hoping for like a new boss battle, but probably slightly weaker versions, or at least alternate versions of existing bosses. At least it was a nice, like, mix-up. There might be some change, but not really. Okay. Not until the end of the month at the soonest, because they do monthly. Right. Because the battle, right, the whole battle pass thing, right, which is part of it. I wonder if the fallout from all this will be enough to encourage the run didn't end, by the way, we're still going. If that will be enough to make the developers reconsider. Because that's the thing, like, sometimes an announcement like this happens, it makes people angry, and then, you know, but not angry enough, you know, people complain but still play the game or go for the battle pass, you know, whatever the controversy was, you know, still ponying up the money or time. And, you know, they go, well, we did this unpopular thing we knew it was going to hurt, but it didn't hurt too bad, so we're just going to keep at it and, you know, not walk anything back necessarily. Versus like, oh god, we're looking at the numbers and people aren't playing the game, people aren't going in on the battle pass, they're not pouring up the cash for it, so what the fuck? It's unfortunate when there's a bait and switch like that. That's the thing. And I think that's probably what hurt the most for a lot of people, at least, was just the principle of the matter. Like, they promised from the get-go that there would be no money gates, like nothing would be gated behind a battle pass. Like, if you played the game, you would have the ability to get all the cards regardless of if you were a paying customer or not. The cosmetics were the only monetization. And then, oopsie daisy, just kidding, there's actually this very egregious, maybe not that egregious, but again, just the principle of the matter, saying like, okay, there is going to be a battle pass, stuff will be locked behind it. Yes, it'll become available for everybody after the season ends, but still, that's a hard sell, I think. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Knock the shit out of that guy. The sound of chewing. Oh yes, yeah. That was actually in the Harry Potter game we were playing. Well, it wasn't Harry Potter, but the Secret Agent Wizard Boy game that we played with my friend Matt with Ameth. There was a setting in that game where normally when you pick up the biscuits, the little cookies, there's like a chomp noise, like a chewing noise. And there was a setting to disable it. Matt was like, "You absolutely want to disable this because it sucks." Oh, I got poisoned. And he was not wrong. It was a very worthwhile thing to turn off. That shotgun ability is so cool, and I love it so much. It makes me very happy in many regions of my pants. I see, it should kill the shit out of him. The shit has been killed out of him. It is true. There we go. Got his ass. The ads on Twitch, the Nestle one. I don't know if I know that one, actually. I don't know if I've heard that one, or seen it, rather. I might know it if I were to, like, see, like a piece of it or something, like a few seconds. I might be like, oh, that one. Use maximum health by 35. That one. Not a bad idea. More max health is always a good idea in a game like this. I think there's a word for it. There's a word for people who are particularly bothered by the sounds of chewing. I don't think I have whatever that is. I don't think I have that, like, level of discomfort. But I will say there's a few people I know, there's a couple friends that I have that are obnoxiously, that are like infamously loud chewers, like in our various friend groups. We'll know, like, if we're going out to eat with so-and-so, you're grabbing lunch with so-and-so, what have you, and they're in the friend group, like, oh man. Be ready for some chompins. Toggle those, I shall. You guys don't like the throws. But if you don't like the throws, then you shouldn't be here because you're throwing right now. Defeat the bad guys before they get your ass. Anything else around here before I kick that off? Is it misophonia? That might be it. That might be what it's called. I'd have to look it up. But I think there is a word for it. Can you hear her eating grapes from 2 blocks away? I don't know how she does it. Yeah, grapes are... I mean, I love grapes, but yeah, that's one where I could see the noisiness factor being inescapable.
This goes here.
It's very funny. But not just anybody eating the grapes, it's just specifically the wifey. was hoping the bomb was gonna kill that guy. It did not kill him, and I'm sad about it. Get critted, idiot.
It's no use. The javelin is overheated.
It's overheated. Too bad for me, but not, well, not too bad. Not that bad of an issue, because we're fine. That's the last one. Enemies vanquished. Give me them goods.
Rust buckets less to worry about.
That was a Vandal chest. Acid coat. Coated enemies take damage over time. That's kind of cool. Increase with the combo level. That one's tempting. Fast delivery. Dash. Launches an explosive spray can. That sounds really cool. It also sounds a little bit obnoxious because I dash a lot. That could be very spammy. It's another slash attack that inflicts coat. Man. I do like to dash a lot. And I like the idea of something that causes more spraying, which means better... what is it? Or yeah, the coating of that is, which makes combos last longer rather. But when enemies take a coating of some kind, taking some DOT, that sounds amazing. So I think I'll take that, honestly. Oh yeah, greater ability to deal coats to bad guys, or the coats we're currently dealing, causing damage over time. Although those little gas tank grenades, they do damage as well, so they cause coating and deal damage. But not that much. It was like 30 damage. And again, I'm worried a little bit by like the visual aspect of every time I dash launching a spray can. That could get very spammy and very annoying. I could see myself losing track of myself in the heat of battle. Not let the spotlight find me. No, thank you, spotlight. I do not want what you're selling. No, thank you. Anything else around here? No, there's not. There's only one more we have to complete for these challenges, but I want to get all of them. I guess this toggles all of them. Oh, okay. It's just, yeah, toggles the propane tanks. I was thinking it was gonna maybe throw some spikes at us. Don't get hit. Can I get shit? Oh, I was hoping that would spawn a little bit later. There's somebody over here. I'm surprised I was never able to aim it at this guy. Maybe he was... Oh, maybe he was like in this vulnerable state and I just didn't notice. We wanted to aim my throw at that guy though. Power pouch. More preservation. Slightly higher level. Predator, very slightly level for that one. I mean, I keep going for more max health. That's the thing. Doing more levels into Predator just seems so unworth. As our crit chances are already like... Well, I guess I don't know, but it's like... an addition of like 12% or 20%. Like something that's quite good. So 0.2% on top of that feels like a slap in the face, honestly. Yeah, none of these are like that amazing. I'll just take the preservation
All
one.
seals removed. Onward.
Oh, and that's on top of this upgrade. So we got the power pouch and the Spear Sister artifact. That's nice. Dashing reduces heat. That sounds good. Oh, but I don't like the throw or the dash, unfortunately. Can I just have the heat reduction? Stand quickly to... or stand still to quickly recover heat even while aiming. That one does sound nice. Perfect timing to deal more damage. Oh. But that's rare, too. Okay, that one does sound cool. Just when charged up. I don't know if I want to explode that. Yeah, I was gonna say, just... Okay, I see... Oh, I see the little glow. Yeah, when you glow white like that.
Javelin's overheated.
Twink. That's when you do it. Cool. Cool. Now I know. Now, there was like that option. There was that moment of hesitation. I was like, I could get something responsible that helps with heat dissipation. Or I could just get the thing that's shiny and does damage and is cool. I did the opposite. I took the road extremely traveled. Oh, shit, I took damage. Oh, wait, no, that's fine. That's fine. This is the time, what's it called? This is the time attack one. The go fast one. Like when there's the time slowdown, it includes the it does include in those calculations when time slows down when you're doing the execution. I appreciate that little detail. For the power pouch, that Predator one, it keeps popping up. It's like, please pick me, Alex, please. I'm so lonely. More health, baby. More health all the way. More health all the way, baby. There's the bear trap one. There's the rooted one, which I think we already... No, we did not take that one, because I have nothing that causes root. Getting hit drops a cluster of bear traps. Instability lasts longer for getting hit. I don't know how long it is already. I don't know what it is right now. I don't know, like, how long it is right now. So, you only drop a bear trap and you get longer iframes, and it does half the damage, or defeating an enemy drops a bear trap and it does the full amount. Let's go for that one. That sounds nice. It's always fun playing a game like this and then pausing and looking in the inventory and seeing all the things you have active right now. Always fun being like, oh man, I've got so much great stuff. Much good stuff. Also, like how I have multiple levels of preservation. I'm guessing 4s is when it taps out. You can't go... I'm assuming any level higher than level 4 for any one of these, which is why we have a second preservation. All the ones on this floor, or this quadrant of the map, that is. I do like the spray paint motifs. Spider web, the little clamp jaw thingy. It's very cool. The game is very stylish, and I'm very much enjoying myself. And it makes me want to play Hades. It really makes me want to play Hades, because if I'm enjoying myself this much with this game, I really owe it to myself to play the OG and see where it all started. It's also worth noting that whenever you break one of those health statues, or if you see a health statue, you should break it regardless of the state of your health, because you still get the crystals. I got over 1,000 of those bad boys right now. That's pretty sweet. 500 more, I can get the second dash upgrade, which would be really nice. Maybe not necessary, but it is really nice, just because the cooldown for the dashes is already very generous. Like when we dash, like even though I only have 2 charges, the cooldown in between a charge is still pretty generous. I don't know if I necessarily need a 3rd dash, but it would be nice. It would be nice to have. Especially since there are certain skills that give you certain benefits every time you dash. One of those kinds of things. Trapmaster means more damage from traps to bad guys. More damage per second, DOT with the coated bad guys. And more AoE for throwing. I'm going to take the coding one. That sounds nice for really any situation, including bosses. There's not always going to be instances where I can very easily throw the ranged attack at bosses, whereas the coding, yeah, happens all the time. Standard punches and such. Dungeon Crawler, that's right, man. I'm sure you saw there was an update pretty recently that added a new character and added some new abilities. That game is great. The game's really good, and I haven't played it since I last streamed it. It'd be nice to fire that back up at some point just to see what's new. New poison character does look very fun. I'm gonna disable those puppies. Have another shop, of course, and another healing station. Not that I need the heals, but I'll take the gems. Yeah, that game is great. That game is great. We got some folks over on Trovo. What's up? What's up, folks? Good to see you guys. I'll confess I can't read the screen name because I do not know Cyrillic characters, but it's good to see you. Folks over on Trovo popping in. We're playing Reignbreaker. This game just came out today, and I'm really enjoying it. We have this is a power shop, and I have a lot of keys to spend. Man, I just have such a hard time getting excited about... actually, how's about this? Let's pause. Can I look at my stats? Can I see, like, what is my crit chance right now? Because I took... This one. Yeah, okay, plus 8%. Okay, not quite as sexy as I was thinking it was going to be. 8% is pretty good. And then presumably plus a 0.15 on top of that. It just... The numbers are just so unsexy, man. It's just so unappealing. If there was something that gave me like a stat breakdown, as opposed to looking at the inventory like this, which is still nice, if there was a stat breakdown screen that said you have exactly this much max health, this much hit recovery or heat dissipation, this much crit chance, crit damage, that'd be nice to see. Because otherwise, I'm just not sure I'm convinced that a 0.05 increase is worth it. I mean, the Predator skill is nice, but leveling it further than that seems just unexciting. So, I'll take these two. more max health and more bear trap damage. I don't need more max. I don't need this thing restoring me. I'll leave that for now. I disable the traps. Oh shit! I say that, but all right. Well, now I gotta go drink that thing. Except it was scratch damage, so we're fine. We'll restore it over time. It's fine because of that one ability, that one upgrade that we took. Look at that. Back up to 219. Never even broke a sweat. Never broke a single gosh darn sweat. What about over here? What we got over here? Several hundred keys for a 0.05 crit chance increase. It just does not seem worth. Not seem worth. And here, now these are considered traps. See, if as long as I go fast, it should be okay. I'll disable them. Okay, good. And another shop. That's a little bit surprising. But we got a lot more keys back. In fact, we're back up to 1,000. Sure, I'll take a look.
For keys.
Another, oh, this is a pop-up shop. Oh, these are less exciting because these are time sensitive or limited time offer, so to speak. Limited number of use. So I think I'd rather save my resources. It's because the power-up shops are a little bit more expensive. Actually, no, not a little bit. A lot more expensive. This is a much longer run. And it's getting pretty late, but I'm having a really good time. I'm going to see if we can see this run to the end. And see it all the way to the end. I'm noticing the bad guys have a lot more health than I'm expecting them to. So we might, at some point, want to focus on, if possible, abilities that increase our damage output. Because I think we're falling maybe a little bit behind when it comes to dealing damage to bad guys accordingly. Bad guys. Vanquish them accordingly.
Trap switched.
Those bear traps down. Go ahead and put that thing down too. Beat the shit out of him real quick. Yep. Gonna throw some poison down on me, which I'm not a big fan of. He's too far away from that one. Oh, it's Spiky Boy. Or not Spiky Boy, Spinny Boy. Same thing. You should get out of that poison, bro. Damage the shit out of him with the explosions. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Enemies vanquished. Like, we still have good movement, still good utility, and we have a lot of great defense options, so we're probably okay, but more offense would not be a bad idea. Getting hit deals 200 damage to the bad guys and inflicts bleed. Reduces damage by 8%, which is not bad. 40 more health is not bad either. This one's only 35 health. That one's not quite as exciting. So 40 health or less damage taken, and you inflict bleed when you get hit. Yeah, sure. Sure, I'll take it. More acid coat, better, but not much DOT. An increase of 2. That's not that exciting. That one's cool. The problem is I don't think I've done this one very good. I don't think I've like timed my throws very good. So as tempting as that one is, I don't know if it's a wise choice because I feel like a lot of times I'll charge up a throw and then I'll move into location versus charging it, timing it, and tossing it. If I were to get good and like be smarter about how I time this, then maybe. That's only a damage increase of 2. That's kind of laughable. You know what? I will take the perfect. Because maybe this is an opportunity for me to get good and be wise with the timing. Yeah, it's when it glows like that. Oh, I apparently hit something. Yeah, the 125. The damage is quite good.
Can't use the javelin when it's overheated.
But yeah, it is. It's pretty persnickety. It's not that forgiving of a timer, unfortunately. You do kind of have to get good with the timing. It's not like frame perfect, but it's tight enough. Avoid the camera. I don't know what the camera does. I'm sure they like throw a projectile or something explodes. Maybe it spawns a bad guy. Hard to say. These guys are denso. I like how it placed the bear trap. You know what?
Trap set.
All right, I will remove those things. I don't know if the bear traps go away. I assume they probably do. Is there any other bad guys sniffing around? Not in the immediate vicinity. I'm going to go and do this now because I want those bear traps to be used. Oh, shit. I did get the crit on that one. And the double. Yeah, that wasn't too bad, actually. Oh, my God. Everybody in the world is here. Holy shnikes. Now, it's mostly the ball fellas. Ouch. Most of the ball boys. The ball busters. See, I'd like to think I'm getting better at that timing, because that was 3 crit throw timings in a row. I'm pretty happy about that. Enemies vanquished. Only took 1 hit, and it was a total of 5 damage, which is not bad. Actually, that's not true. I think I took more damage than that, but we do have some heals. Things that heal us during battle. I think executions heal us now. Sharpened jaws. Bear traps deal more damage and have increased. That's pretty cool. Bear traps have a higher crit chance, and all crit hits inflict inflict bleed. That's awesome. That's really cool. And then there's carnivore, which does not help us. And that one sounds cool. 50% more damage and crit chance goes up, but this means this is always helpful. All crit hits inflict bleed on enemies. Now, granted, our crit chance I think is at a plus 8%, which is good. And again, thinking about boss battles, that's the main kicker here, is to try to make it sure that boss battles are the thing I'm more focused on, because generally speaking, that's the hardest thing we have to deal with. Now that we've kind of got the basics of this game down. Now, granted, the first time we died in this game was to a standard bot battle, but still, I like to think that generally speaking, boss battles are still the limiting factor here. Plant that thing down. I'm gonna go ahead and execute this guy real quick. That did heal us up, so we're all set. And then throw on this guy. I didn't time it quite well, but that's good enough. We got there, baby. We got there. A whole bunch of the goods. We got lots of resources. This run is flying. Getting hit drops an explosive spray can. Does not reset the combo level. That does sound nice. Does sound nice. Increase overall damage for each combo level. That sounds nice too. I think we had that last time, but we got the really fancy version of it. Recovers faster. That one's tempting. Overall damage per combo level. 5% per recovery per combo level. They're all good. They're all good, really. Probably not that one, though. I think I'll take the damage one. Yeah, all those really brought something to the table. So sometimes you get a fleet of options and you go, hard to fall in love with them, but other times it's like, it's hard to choose, man. I wonder if we're nearing like a fancy boss. Because the first 2 bosses we fought individually, then we fought them together. It's kind of a mini boss. And those runs were a lot shorter. This one is significantly longer. That is the end of this room, and in fact, it wouldn't surprise me if that would take us to the boss. What's over here first? Oh. Can I disable? I did. And he's very sad. Good. And disable that as well. More of the purple boys. Oh no, it's not purple boys. It's a power pouch. We already have this one, so reduce damage by 10%. So 2% increase is not bad. This raises that one. So crit chance just goes up by 1. Scratch recovery chance thing is nice too. 40 more health. Well, 35 more health basically. 34. 2% damage decrease. 1% crit chance. I think I'll take the more health. The more health one is probably the safe choice. Alright, because I put the spiky boys away. Almost 1,400 of both keys and crystals. Was I fast enough? I was fast enough by 1 second. By 1 second I was fast enough. Because I diddled and dallied and diddle-dallied. Getting the upgrades and took my sweet-ass time. Oh man, 1 second. Just barely. Minefield Javelin. Very good. Very good. I would have been so bummed if I would have missed it by 1 second. Man, oh man. There's an alternate universe where I fucked it up by 1 second. And I'm cursing myself and crying and punching the air and filling my diaper again for the 3rd time this stream. So embarrassed. I already have max health, so we're good there. Can I assume that there's a boss next time? And the next room? No, I cannot. No, I cannot. Maybe the orange arrow means that? Maybe? I got an achievement for collecting 10 javelins. We do have a boss fight. Okay, so if I would have taken any of them, it would have been the deal more damage until you get hit. But granted, I'm gonna get hit in like 5 seconds here, so no harm, no foul. Chimera, new boss unlocked. It's an amalgamation of lots of shit. Almost like it's some kind of... Oh god. Did I stun him? Oh, he does like AoEs. It's so cool. Yeah. Oh, she throws projectiles at me. Oh, but now he's sad again. Honestly, I should be just throwing shit at him just because he's having a hard time dealing with that. Projectiles. He keeps luring me in with promise of being very sad. And I like him being sad. I like it when you're sad. Ouch. He does a lot of damage. Now, granted, gotta go in. Ah! I ran out of steam at an unfortunate time. Guy is spicy. Clearly, when he does that big laser attack, I need to go into close range. As counterintuitive as that might be. Oh, hello, friends. Actually, that's kind of good because killing you... Oh, it does not drop the bear traps. I guess it's not an always thing, the bear trap situation. Whoa, that's a lot of project. Okay, there's a bear trap, yeah. But he needs to walk over for it to be worth a damn. Good damage. I mean, he damaged the shit out of me, but I've damaged the shit out of... Shit, I still got fucked. And not in the good way. I was saying earlier how I wasn't sure how more dashes would be able to helpful. They would be helpful right now because I'm kind of getting shit on with my lack of mobility options. Man, I've almost got him though. He's on the ropes. I'm on the ropes. We're roping each other. It's kind of romantic. Is he dead? He's dead. I fucking got his ass. This is a tough fight. Good lord. I was really on the ropes for a moment there.
To frustrate me, Clefania. I will not tolerate this insubordination.
Throwing the javelin, that's the key. For a build like this, at least, going for the throws is huge.
Another guardian down. I don't know how long it will take, but I shall not stop until I find you.
Listen carefully, child, to my voice. You will return to the fold of the faithful. You hear me?
I woke up. And when you and I are through, the rest of the kingdom will as well. We'll see how many faithful will be left then.
Compassion fatigue after being a social worker for 20 years. If it was America, were they trying to say that like they just don't have any compassion anymore?
Listen to me.
I mean, I have no doubt that I mean, being a social worker is an underpaid and thankless job. So I have no doubt that shit's like emotionally taxing. Like no question. Like, you know, you need some way to recharge the batteries. But yeah, I would raise my eyebrow if somebody were to say I just don't have compassion anymore. It's like, I don't know. I mean, I could see somebody feeling exhausted and saying that. Whether they mean it is one thing, obviously, but yeah, at least one eyebrow would get cocked slightly. A new weapon, or upgrade slot, rather. Hell yeah, baby.
Clef, darling, you did it. How are you feeling?
Like I just spanked a big old Chimera.
Not hope, but she's afraid. I can hear it in her voice. I think she's really here, Ev.
Indeed. I've noticed disturbances in the signal myself. Evans, we might actually pull this off.
The shitpost. I mean, that's part of the game. It's Reddit, right? I mean, that's just part of the game, part of the experience.
That means we have to get you stronger each time as well. Keep the faith.
I just noticed the little porridge he's holding, the little soup bowl.
My thoughts exactly. Don't worry, I'll keep pushing.
Good shit, and we have a bajillion new things to unlock.
I have to prepare myself.
We have a 5th new slot. I wonder if this is a measure to say there are 4 bosses we've yet to fight. Yet to defeat. But of course, the runs get longer each time. That's what she said. The runs get longer each time because the first 2 were fairly quick, but that last one was like an hour plus. That was a really long one. And it included like a mid-boss area as well. Resurrected. Right, the resurrection would be nice. Refills whenever you defeat it. That's cool too. When you defeat a boss, you get a refill on the resurrection. Slow, I like all those. Yeah, the health one, I don't know if I want to go for that one. That one might be unnecessary. The scratch one, of course, is great. That rise one seems great. I think that alone is worth the price of admission. And in fact, I'm going to go and upgrade this one. Oof. It's so expensive, but man, I'm of the opinion that the dashes probably are worth it. I think they are. Even though look how much that cost me. Like, man, I got nothing. Again, I can't get any of these. I could get this one unlocked, but who fucking cares about that one? I could not upgrade thick skin, which is kind of what I was hoping for. I could get that one. That one's not that exciting. I cannot upgrade it. It's way too expensive. Maybe I should have gone for that one too, but again, it's only a 3% upgrade, so diminishing returns and such. We could afford really any of these. These are all kind of slam dunks, honestly. Another 650 spent will unlock the next stage. Fine. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe this one. Either this one or this one as well. Let's get more resolve. That'll make additional upgrades easier. That's a really easy one. Another 300 gets you a double increase, so to 40% upgrade, or 40% increase. That's pretty huge. That is quite generous. So the Bloodletter, that's mostly about healing and healing, it's like stealing health and more max health, that kind of thing. That's more defense laden, whereas the steady aim is more for offensive skills. And at some point I might flip-flop those and have this one equipped instead. Check out the new weapons. Because we got 2 new weapons, I think. So these are old news. We have we have a new weapon even. So we know about the minefield one. Because of this high explosive one that scares the shit out of me. Javelin influx root. And fires the bayonet as soon as an enemy enters the deployed vicinity. That's cool, but yeah, that's like a proximity mine. I don't know if I trust myself. This one sounds interesting. Concussive projectile that rains down on enemies. Creates a slow area. Right, I'll bite.
Something.
Ooh, that is cool. I'm gonna assume, as always, that is that bosses are immune. But that's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. And then let's see what this looks like. Looks like it is jumping to other bad guys. Like it's like firing a shot that bounces around, which is really cool too. That seems cool. I mean, I love my shotgun. I love the shotgun, but this is a pretty wide reach, which I appreciate. It's more heat efficient as well, so it doesn't use quite as much juice. I don't know if I'll like it as much as the shotgun. That's pretty sick, though. That's pretty sick. All right. I like it. Unfortunately, it is late. We're just at 2 a.m. I really should wrap it up here. This game fucking rocks. I'm really enjoying it. Like I was saying, it makes me want to play fucking Hades, man, because that game is very obviously what has inspired this game. I want to play more Hades and Hades likes. But yeah, this game rocks. This is very, very fun. Very, I mean, for my money, well balanced. Maybe it's, dare I say, slightly on the easy side, because we had a couple deaths early on, and once we started to get our groove and get a feel for the game and the controls and find builds that work for us, we've kind of been slaying, honestly. It's been really nice. So maybe a teensy bit on the easy side. If I was somebody that had played hundreds of hours of Hades 1 and 2, then yeah, this probably would be actually kind of easy. Or slightly short, perhaps. But for my money, I'm really impressed. Really, really fun game.